right here at the AIA Complex in Xenia, Ohio. And June means it's time for GLSCL baseball. Today it's the Xenia Scouts and the Hamilton Joes. Good evening, everyone. Luke West-Poley, Sam Newcomb alongside. And Sam, after the Joes' winning streak was snapped yesterday on the road, they got another game here and in Xenia, and they're looking to get back on the winning side.
Yeah, yesterday's game was a tough loss for the Joes, losing 4-1, I believe, down in Richmond. It was a quiet day for the Joes bats. Tied their season low with 5 hits on the in that game yesterday. Their average slid as a team, and now an 8th in the GLSCL. But an opportunity here tonight to get back on track with a win against the Scouts, who got their first win of the season just yesterday.
Yeah, the Scouts picked up their first win against the Ohio Marlins yesterday, and that Ohio Marlins team has really been struggling. They're in action today against the Cincinnati Steam, already down 6-0 in the bottom of the third at that game at the Reds Youth Academy. So we almost are set to go here. Logan Castleman back in the lineup in the leadoff spot for the Joes for the first time since his suspension. He was ready to go yesterday but had some shoulder discomfort, so he was pulled from the lineup after batting practice, but talked to him today prior to the game. He said he put some Tiger Balm on it and he's all ready to go, so he's back leading things off for the Joes. He's been really, really good for them in that spot this year. Second on the team, batting .500 on the season, just behind Harry Jackson, who's not in the lineup today, also wasn't yesterday. Not feeling too well for him, but he's batting .538, so the Joes hoping he can feel better soon and get back in the lineup. And Logan Castleman will walk over to the plate as we get things started here. On the mound for the Xenia Scouts today, it's number 27, Aaron Plotkin, out of Cisco Junior College, originally from Dallas, Texas, transferred there from Hendrix College. Did not play this season, appeared in 4 games in 2020, pitched 5 innings, allowing 1 earned run, 1 hit, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts. First pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah, Castleman, his first at-bat since he struck out against the Marlins late in the game and was eventually ejected. And was going to play yesterday but had right shoulder soreness.
Second pitch misses up and in for a ball. Official start time today, 7:09. It is really hot on the field. Hopefully it can cool down a little bit as the sun starts to set here in Xenia. 1-1 pitch on the way. This one just catches the bottom of the strike zone. So now 1-2 the count.
Yeah, the Joes definitely missed the bat of Castleman in yesterday's game. Really struggled to get the bats going. Had opportunities in the middle of the game, in the middle innings, but couldn't get any across after the Jazz scored their 4 runs in the first and second innings and then went scoreless the rest of the night. But they were able to hold on. Their pitching prevailed.
Yeah, the Joes really weren't able to get a whole lot going at the plate yesterday. 2-2 pitch to Castleman, and he's going to be rung up looking on a nice slider there from Aaron Plotkin. So a backwards K, not an ideal start in the first game back for Logan Castleman, but he'll have a chance to try and get things going later. For now, John Sanjul, who was maybe the lone bright spot for the Joes yesterday, picked up his first 2 hits of the season, almost had a home run, was about 5 feet away from doing so.
You wonder what that will do to his confidence moving forward here into tonight's game. He had a good BP before the game today. See if that will translate onto the field here in the live action of the game.
Junior out of Arroyo Grande, California. 1-0 pitch misses low for a ball, so it's now 2-0. And we've mentioned it many times on the broadcast. Played at Columbia. Did not have a season this year. Their season last year was cut short, so it's been a little while since he's gotten to play some ball, and maybe a little bit of rust for him at the beginning of the season, but hopefully he shook that off after the performance last night. He had a pretty good one at the plate, and now he's ahead at 2-0 here against Aaron Plotkin.
He almost gave the Joes their first home run of the season. It was well over 380 feet, but hit off the lower part of the wall. He had to settle for a double, and then came around to score on the passed ball.
From the windup, 2-0 pitch on its way, fouled off the handle of the bat up and over the left side Scouts dugout. So the count now 2-1.
Yeah, you mentioned Sanjul from Columbia. Michael Decker, who's in the 9th spot today for the Joes in the lineup. He also from Columbia, and both of them really struggled to start things off, but hopefully they can get things going.
Sanjul punched this one over to short, but it was a nice play made by Jacob Klein, and he retires the runner.
Number 11, the second baseman.
So now Braden Broom, the second baseman today, will come in for the Joes.
Last time the Joes took on the Scouts, it was a tight game. Joes were able to hold on to win 4-3, but it took them a while to get the bats going. Took them all the way to the 6th inning to finally score some runs.
Yeah, we thought maybe we'd see a performance like that yesterday after what we saw in the early innings, as the first pitch breaking ball was in there for a strike. But, once we got to the 6th inning, we didn't really see a whole lot after that. The Joes just never really found their rhythm. They put a couple guys on base, but there were a couple innings where they stranded some guys on the base paths. That one had a lot of break on it, but misses inside for a ball.
Yeah, the Joes couldn't string a pair of hits together. I think only one time we saw the Joes get back-to-back hits, and it didn't result in any runs in that inning.
1-1 pitch. Broom swings and misses at this one, and that's going to bring him one strike away from ending the inning.
Yeah, he was a little bit too in front of that one. Has to wait on it, try to get a piece of it, and fight some balls off that are probably going to be a little bit off the zone with blocking ahead in the count 1-2.
Here comes the pitch. This one bounces, kept in front of Michael Mullaney. Or McNaney, rather.
Joe's only 1-2 on the season on the road, and their only road win came right here at Grady's Field on Sunday.
2-2. This one hit up high in the air to the right side. It will fall foul out of play. So Broom staying alive here. Count stays at 2-2. He will ready and step back into the box now. Two on the way. This one in on the hands, but he's going to swing at it anyway and foul it up. And it hits the top of the covering here at Grady's Field. Top of the stands. Stands sparsely populated today. There's definitely more fans in attendance than we saw in the Joes' first game, a Sunday afternoon game at the Scouts last time we were here at Grady's Field, but not too crowded here on this Saturday night. We'll try again at 2-2. Pitch to Broom is inside, but he's going to lift this one out into left center. It's going to get down for a base hit, and Braden Broom is aboard with a 2-out single.
Good piece of hitting with 2 strikes, and able to get his hands around on that one, poke it in left center field, and get on base with 2 outs in the top of the first.
So Matt Dietering will come in now, batting from the right side of the plate. First pitch up high, he fouls it off. Dietering,
go ahead.
Dietering has a lot of power, I was just going to say, and both the last 2 BPs we've watched him in, he's really been hitting balls deep.
Yeah, and he loves to pull the baseball towards the right side.
And that one's in there for a strike.
Dietering only batted twice in yesterday's game, left the game in the middle of the game, didn't feel well. And Donofrio took his spot in the lineup.
0-2 count to him. He's going to punch this one out high in the air. Left center. Coming over to make the grab is Hogan Heck out in left field, and he will retire the side. So Braden Broom gets a hit with 2 outs, but that's exactly where he will stay over there at first base. Aaron Plotkin retires the side. No runs for the Joes in the top of the first. The Xenia Scouts will get their first chance when we come back. This is Joes Baseball on YouTube. ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers
Back here at Grady's Field in Xenia, Joe's not able to do anything besides get a single in the top of the first. The score rather still 0-0. Ben Weaver's going to lead things off for Xenia. On the mound for the Joes today is Casey Grimm, sophomore business administration major at a Wright State Lake. 5'11", 205 is Grimm.
Making his second start for the Joes. This is now his third appearance for the Joes this summer.
His first pitch on the way is lifted out to left, pulling down towards that line. Going after it was John Sanjul, but he won't be able to get there. So Grimm, as you mentioned, one start, but 2 games total. Pitched 5 innings, allowing 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, walking 2 and striking out 10. Also has a save for the Joes, an ERA of 3.6.
And those 3 runs he gave up was one swing of the bat in Game 1 down in Florence from Harrison Johnson. So you take that away, and he's pretty dominant for the Joes thus far. Joe's starting pitching has been great.
Next pitch on the way to Ben Weaver. He grounds this one up towards the Joes' dugout foul.
Yeah, the Joes pitching tied for first with a team 2.38 ERA. Teams batting against the Joes pitching, only batting 176, which is third in the league.
Next pitch misses for a ball. Count 1-2 to Ben Weaver. Weaver's third on the team for the Scouts in average, batting .238 this year out of Wheaton College.
He had a good day yesterday in their first win. Went 3 for 4.
So he's going to swing and miss at this one. Evan Ulrich will send it over to first to get the drop third strike, and Weaver is retired.
Good start for Casey Grimm. Scouts team able to get their first victory under their belt in the GOSCL season over the Ohio Marlins, who have now lost 3 straight, and as you mentioned earlier, Luke, they are down 6-0 to this team, so the Marlins struggling after the Joes walked them off in 10 innings.
That was a crazy affair at Foundation Field earlier this week. First pitch to Blake Emke is fouled off to the left side. Emke is DHing today for the Scouts. So he will step back in and face the 0-1. This one's in the dirt for a ball.
Emke, another scout who had a good day yesterday in the win. 3 for 4 day for Emke.
The junior from Oklahoma Christian. Next pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off towards the Scouts' bullpen. Emke did not play in 2020 or 2021 for Oakland Christian. Batted .337 in 2019, appearing in 48 games. This year for the Scouts, batting .188. pitch in on the hands is fouled up left side out of play, so he stays alive at 1-2.
Evan Ulrich back behind the dish for the Joes this season. Got the day off yesterday. Ballauer was calling balls and strikes, or calling the pitches rather, as Joe's catchers are calling the games, not the pitching coach from the Joes dugout. And last time Ulrich was behind the dish, he caught a fabulous game and called a fabulous game from Sam Klein.
This next pitch on the way just misses the inside corner for 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Yeah, the Joes pitching staff had 17 strikeouts in that game. 14 of them came from Klein, and then coming in to get the save and strike out the side was Kyle Durham in the 9th. The 1-0 win over the Cincinnati Steam. This one's fouled off to the netting. Count still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Although the Scouts aren't great offensively, statistically speaking, they don't strike out very often, and we've seen the first 2 Scouts players battling off 2-pitch strikes.
Next one on the way. This one's lifted up, and it's going to get out of play as well. So Emke doing a good job to stick with it here at the plate. See what he can do with this next pitch of the at-bat. This pitch is on the way, and it misses low for a ball. That fills the count up at 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Be quite the at-bat if Emke can reach.
Here comes the payoff. Grounded over to second, scooped up by Braden Broom. He sends it on over to first. That's the second out. The Joes' middle infield struggled yesterday. They had 4 errors. None of them proved really costly, as the damage was already done. They had already given up 4 runs. They didn't give up any runs when those errors occurred, but nonetheless, it was a tough day for the middle infield for the Joes yesterday, and they're trying to pick things back up to the standard today.
Yeah, it was good early on in the season. The first couple games, they've made some web gem plays, but had a tough day yesterday with 4.
First pitch to the Scouts' leader in average, Jackson Van Zee, misses low for a ball. He's hitting .381 this year, 8 for 21, with 3 walks, an RBI, and 6 strikeouts. Next pitch is on the way to him, and that's going to catch the strike zone.
Yeah, the Joes used 6 pitchers in yesterday's game. That resulted in a loss. Trying to limit maybe to 2 or 3 today.
This one off the hands is into right field, and it's going to bounce in front of Victor Valderrama. And so Jackson Van Zee, not picturesque, but nonetheless, he gets on base with 2 outs here in the first.
Best hitter for the Scouts, doing his job and reaching base. But 2 outs for the Joes, and Mason Packwood will dig in. Yeah, 2 RBIs in yesterday's win for the Scouts.
Packwood is 2 for 9 this year for the Scouts, batting in the cleanup spot. Lefty hitter today. He's going to lift up the first pitch, and calling off everybody coming in from third to get it is Michael Decker, and he will retire the side. So, no score through 1 inning. We see a single with 2 outs from each team. They're not able to advance either of those runners. We will head to the second. Joe 0, Scouts 0 here on YouTube.
Offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, We don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com.
No score here from Grady's Field between the Xenia Scouts and the Hamilton Joes after one inning. Cole Becker, the shortstop, will come in, still looking to find his rhythm and get his first hit as a Joe. After coming in a little bit late, arriving earlier this week, first pitch to him breaks in for a strike.
Yeah, Becker batted .211 for Morehead State. Started 45 games.
And he's going to punch this one out to center field, going over his Weaver, and he makes a sliding grab.
It was hit hard, but a great play made out there by Ben Weaver as it was heading towards the gap, but just hung up enough for Weaver to make the catch.
Yeah, Ryan Finnerty gave a fist bump over there to Cole Becker as he ran back to the dugout. It was a pretty nicely hit ball, had a decent chance of getting down, but Ben Weaver making a nice play out there in left center, sliding on a knee to make the grab. First pitch is lifted up by Luke Arnold, and it will get out of play.
Arnold had a hot start to the season, but has cooled off since. Past two games he's played, he's went over. The DH hitter for the Joes tonight.
0-1 pitch from the windups on its way, and it dives into the turf for a ball.
Arnold out of Wright State. His teammate just came to join the Joes today. Sammy Sass, catcher. Batted .379 for Wright State this year. Played majority DH.
Breaking ball high in the zone is lifted out to center, and that's right at Ben Weaver, who will make the grab for the second out of the inning.
But we'll probably see Sammy Sass quite a bit this season. All-Horizon League first team as a freshman. A COVID freshman.
Yeah, he took batting practice today, and I will tell you, he's got some serious power.
Yeah, it looked like just a routine fly ball to left field, but then next thing you know, it's over the fence.
Victor Valderrama playing right field today comes in.
So he'll be an exciting addition to the Joes lineup. Maybe try to give them some life. Joe's still looking for their first home run. They're one of 3 teams in the GLSCL to not put one over the fence.
Valderrama slaps this one out to right foul. Victor Valderrama had a single in yesterday's game. Batting from the righty batter's box. 1-1 pitch is on its way. It's up near the chin. Misses for a ball. On deck is Evan Ulrich, fresh off some rest in last night's affair. This next pitch down and away, and the count now 3-1. We'll see how much of the catching duties Ulrich continues to carry now that Sammy Sass will be a regular in this Joes lineup. Sass, listed as a catcher, did not catch for Wright State this year, exclusively DH'd for the Raiders, as this one is grounded foul. We talked to Ryan Finnerty, asked him about what he thinks he's going to do with Sass. He said he's not entirely sure yet, but he is likely to get some reps at least at catcher.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Keegan Burney, and he mentioned how he's going to be strictly catching a ton this season, as Wright State wanted him to get more involved in behind the dish because he'll probably be catching for Wright State next season.
Victor Valderrama swings and misses at a breaking ball to end the top of the second. And the Joes are retired in order 1, 2, 3. They still can't put anything on the board. Still no score here from Grady's Field.
Joes fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at CBoxSports.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an
Back here at Grady's Field, Luke Westpoli, Sam Newcomb alongside. We are in the bottom of the second. Xenia Scouts and the Hamilton Joes all tied up at 0. Cole Stedman, the right fielder, comes in for the Scouts. First pitch to him may have broken his bat. He grounds this one weakly over to first, and taking one step between scooping it up and stepping on first is Matt Dietering. So quickly, the first runner retired here in the second.
The shortstop, number 17,
Jacob Klein will come in. The Akron transfer to Shawnee State. Sophomore from Akron. He dominated this season for the Bears. First pitch for him is in there for strike one. Batted .365 in 46 games with 20 home runs. As this one's hit over to the left side and not able to get the play is Michael Decker. So Jacob Klein is aboard with a 1-out single. And now Hogan Heck will come in with a runner on the base paths. Hogan Heck digging in.
number 10,
The freshman from Mount Vernon Nazarene College. Batted .264 in 40 games. First pitch on the way to him. Breaks all the way across the strike zone, but still catches the inside for a strike. Heck, only 6 at-bats coming into this game for the Scouts. Only 1 hit. He punches this one over to second. Joes won't be able to get the double play, but they will get the runner at first. So advancing is Jacob Klein. He moves into scoring position. Hogan Heck is put out. And now it will be Michael McNaney, the catcher for the Scouts, coming in with 2 outs with a chance to give Xenia their first run of the game.
McNaney got his first hit for the Scouts in yesterday's game. Total 1 for 13 on the season. Grimm trying to retire him here to give up no runs for the second straight inning.
Grimm steps off and now comes back on. Matt McNaney, sophomore at Trinity University from Los Ranchos, New Mexico. This pitch to him, it's a good one on the outside for a strike. On deck is Michael Bernhardt. He's the 9-hitter today for the Scouts. Last one to see Casey Grimm. Next pitch is on the way. This one also catches the strike zone. So quickly, McNanan is behind in the count 0-2.
Grimm went with a high leg kick towards home and is to the first pitch to McNaney, and then that pitch right there that was in there for a strike, he did a little slide steps towards home. Let's see what he does here. Keeps the batter off balanced.
This one's off speed. It's lifted up high in the air to the right side. It gets out of play. Both of those first two pitches didn't have a whole lot of movement on them. Pretty straight to the point. First breaking ball of the at-bat was fouled off. It was up high near the shoulders of McNaney. Count stays 0-2. 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Great slider there. McNaney way ahead of that one. And the Joes will strand that runner on second.
So the Scouts get their second hit of the game from Jacob Klein. He advances over to second, but with 2 outs, Michael McNanan is retired, swinging, and our game stays at 0-0. We'll be back with the top of the third in a moment. This is Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008. If you're looking for an industry
No score here from Grady's Field in Xenia. Hamilton Joes and Xenia Scouts meeting here on this Saturday night in the GLSCL. Evan Ulrich will get things started for the Joes, batting in the 8th spot today behind the dish. Ulrich digs in. He's facing Aaron Plotkin. Back for his 3rd inning for the Scouts. First pitch bounces in front of home for a ball. And how about this? Ohio Marlins struggles continue. Bottom 4 from the Reds Urban Youth Academy. Steam 18.
Wow.
Marlins 0.
So the Steam were locked and loaded after getting their game canceled yesterday. They come out on fire.
Yeah, so that last performance from the Steam was a tough one for the Bats as they were shut out by this Joes team. And so they really came to play today. This one's lifted up by Ulrich up and over everybody. The count is 2-1. The Ohio Marlins have really been struggling.
Yeah, the Steam only had 2 hits total in their last game, and they're definitely making up for all that lost work. And the poor Marlins are feeling the Cincinnati Steam's wrath right now.
Next pitch misses away after suffering a 10-inning loss to the Joes on Tuesday, as this one's lifted up into right field. This is going to be right at Cole Stenman. He'll make the grab for the first out of the inning. After losing in 10 innings to the Joes on Thursday, the Marlins dropped one to their crosstown rival, the Ohio Bison. 4-1 was the score in that one, and now pretty much inevitable that their losing streak will drop to 3. Their record currently stands at 2-4.
Yeah, so far in the Joes season, we've seen all the South teams except the Bison, and probably 2 rivalries in the South Division with the Joes. Probably the Steam. That's more like a friendly rivalry with respect on each side.
Grounded up the right side by Michael Decker, and there was a fall over there at first from Mason Packwood, but he's still able to make the play for the second out of the inning. And now we come back to the top of the order with 2 outs. Logan Castleman will get his second chance at it. Struck out looking back in the first.
And to continue my point, the Marlins and the Joes is more probably like a heated rivalry, as we saw a couple ejections, 1 on each team, and a lot of heckling back and forth between both dugouts in that one. And they'll play tomorrow night at Foundation Field.
Logan Castleman playing in his first game since that affair, and he goes around on this next pitch. So now he's facing an 0-2 count here with 2 outs. Castleman struggled a little bit in his first at-bat and has struggled as well early on in this one. Facing the 0-2, here's the pitch. It's up high and in for a ball.
Castleman trying to avoid back-to-back strikeouts after striking out looking in the first at-bat of today's game.
Next pitch on the way inside, and Castleman fouls this one off to the left. Only other game going on in the South Division today, Richmond Jazz, Ohio Bison at Don Edwards Stadium in Newark. They're all knotted up at 0. Again, that game is in the bottom of the second right now. 1-2 pitch to Castleman, and this one dives just low, and Aaron Plotkin thought he had a really good one there. Just misses.
Yeah, that was a good call from the home plate umpire. It was just a bit low and outside. Plotkin trying to will the call from the home plate umpire, but not going to give it to him.
Next pitch inside towards the hands of Castleman, and just like that, he fights all the way back. Counts 3-2. John Sanjul on deck for the Joes. 3-2 pitch to Castleman is on its way. And it was in the zones, but he's going to fight it off, lift it up, and out of the stadium.
Castleman, when he reaches base, he likes to be on the move. 6 for 6 on swiping bags this season and leads the team with 11 runs out of the 29 runs scored from the Joes this year.
3-2 again, and Castleman is rung up looking for the second time. Great pitch there from Aaron Plotkin after going ahead and then falling all the way back to 3-2. He's able to retire Castleman looking, and that'll retire the side here in the top of the third. Still no score here from Xenia. Joe 0, Scout 0 here on YouTube.
Industry leader in all things related to windows and doors. Look no further than Ellie Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati, or call them up at 513-851-9056. Hungry Joe's fans? Visit your neighborhood McDonald's. With 6 locations in Hamilton, there's always one close by. Whether you're in the mood for some nuggets, a Coke, or a classic Big Mac, McDonald's is the spot to satisfy your cravings. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Michael Bernhardt leads things off for the Scouts. He's the last hitter that'll get to see Casey Grimm before we get repeat batters batting in the 9th spot today. No score between the Joes and the Scouts here in the bottom of the third. First pitch in there for a strike. And
the 0-1 offering is on the way, and it misses high for a ball. So not like it mattered much. The Cincinnati Steam have extended their lead out now 22-0.
Holy smokes. What inning is it in?
Still in the bottom of the fourth.
Yikes.
Next pitch misses up there, so the count now is 2-1. So yeah, beat down going on in Roselawn.
Is there a mercy rule through 4?
I don't think so.
My gosh. Wave the white flag, Ohio Marlins.
Next pitch is on the way. It's fouled up in the air to right. The games that are 9 innings that aren't played as doubleheaders have to go at least 7. So the Marlins will have to endure 3 more innings of whatever's going on down in Cincinnati right now. The 2-2 misses up and away to Michael Bernhardt. Count full.
We've seen great pitching from the Joes this season. I would love to see a 22 spot for the Joes sometime this year. That'd be nice.
Yeah, pitching's certainly been the strength. The Joes have put up 11 against Richmond. That was their season high, and a pitch is in there for a looking strike on Michael Bernhardt. He will head back to the dugout with a backwards K as we head back to the top of the order and Ben Weaver.
Third strikeout for Casey Grimm. He's only given up 2 hits, but most importantly, no runs on the board for the Scouts. Same goes for the Joes, though, as both teams struggling to get the bats going. Joes only have 1 hit to the Scouts 2.
Ben Weaver stands in. The lefty batting first for the Scouts. First pitch in there for a strike.
How many times have we seen opposing teams against the Joes square to bunt? But I don't know if we've seen any actually.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen
put
any
down in play.
any bunts that have gotten put in play. The Jazz had a couple that they didn't actually pull back yesterday, but they fouled them always off to the backstop. Next pitch is in there for a strike.
I can't recall a single time where the Joes had to field a bunt. We've seen so many times teams trying to square up the bunt, but it's either pulled back or, like you said, fouled off.
The 0-2 up high, maybe a waste pitch there from Grimm for a ball. So 1-2 now to Weaver. And Grimm will reset. High leg kick. This one's grounded up to second. Maybe a tough play. Jumping throw that bounces over, and it won't be there in time. So Ben Weaver gets an infield single with 1 out to get the Scouts on the base paths. And now coming up to the plate is Blake Emke, the DH, grounded out to second. Back in the first.
Yeah, Brim did everything he could to try to get Ben Weaver there. He was able to keep it in the infield, but tough play as he was moving all the way to his right and had to fire across his body to his left. Just a tough play, and not many major leaguers make that play and actually get the out. As the speed of Weaver, who was trying to reach on a bunt early in his at-bat, he's going to get on base many times on that kind of play.
First pitch was in there for a strike to Emke. Runner goes. It's not a great throw by Ulrich. It bounces over to the left side, and advancing is Weaver easily.
Scouts' 10th stolen base of the season. They're now 10 for 13 when attempting to steal a bag. Now they have a runner in scoring position with 1 out and trying to break the seal in this one. And we still have goose eggs on both sides of the scoreboard.
This one's lifted out to left in foul territory. Trying to dive after it was John Sanjul, but it's just going to bounce in front of him. So the count is 1-2 now. Sanjul's had a couple of plays out there in left where the ball is really pulled hard down that line and gone foul, and he's had to chase after it. Good hustle there from Sanjul, but he's not able to come up with the play. 1-2 now to Emke. Grimm will ready, take a look back at the runner on second, and now step on. He gets the go-ahead, finds a pitch he likes, looks back at second, and now fires. This one's grounded over to second. picked up and sent over by Broom. Runner advances, but there's 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Now Casey Grimm's going to have to go up against the Scouts' best hitter, Jackson Van Zee, with the runner on 3rd. Here with 2 outs. Van Zee singled in his last at-bat.
Van Zee, 9 for 22 on the season, with 2 doubles. Only has 1 RBI, but he's been a contact machine for the Scouts. So he'll step in here with 2 away. There's a runner on 3rd. A hit scores 1. First pitch off the handle, and Evan Ulrich's going to go over. Will he be able to make the play? He will. So that retires the side. Jackson Van Zee pops out to the catcher, and the Joes are able to hold the Scouts off the scoreboard. Once again, still no score, 0-0 after 3. We'll be back with the 4th in a moment.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City High.
Both teams still searching for their first run here from Grady's Field and Xenia. 0-0 our score after 3 innings between the Hamilton Joes and the Xenia Scouts. Luke Westpoli, Sam Newcomb alongside for inning number 4. Glad you could join us on this Saturday night. It's a hot one here in Xenia.
It definitely is, and it's hot here in this press box. No air movement whatsoever. But what I'm looking forward to is the weather next week, which is supposed to be in the 70s. That's perfect.
Very nice.
And we'll be at home all next week.
Yeah, come out to Foundation Field. First pitch is outside to John Sanjul for a ball. Or a strike, rather. Looked a little outside, but called strike to him. So Sanjul will step in and take the second pitch. Punch this one up the middle. Slide in to make the play, and sending it over to first is Jacob Klein. The throw is in time. Nice play from him over there at short.
It might have looked like Packwood left the bag, but still called out. I guess his foot remained on the first base bag to get Sanjul, and now
and I think Tyler Thaman
is probably going to ask to get a second look from the home plate umpire and ask for an appeal, because it did look like he was off the bag. And that's exactly what they're going to do. So both umpires are going to convene, see if Sanjul will get credit of a single. And the way the discussion's going, I wouldn't be surprised if Sanjul is credited with a single here.
Yeah, Tyler Thaman, you spotted it, Sam. My view from first is blocked over here. I got a light pulling my way, so I was looking over at short, and I knew the throw was in time, but couldn't see just exactly where that base was. Tyler Thaman, though, as you mentioned, immediately went over to talk to the umpire. They're still going to call him out, though, so nonetheless, it'll still be 1 out here in the inning.
Yeah, a little lengthy discussion. Ryan's going to go over and talk to the first base umpire over there at first. It did look like he was off the bag, but a lengthy discussion results in the same thing that was called on the field, and an out.
Yeah, tough to change a call in a situation like that. First pitch to Braden Broom is a breaking ball in there for a strike 1.
Broom with a lone single in today's game for the Joes. Joes have been retired in order in the second and third innings.
0-1 pitch on its way to him. Thought about swinging. Did he go? No, he did not. Pulled back just in time. It was close, but count now at 1-1. Broom batting 176 this year with 2 RBI for the Joes. Single to left. Back in the first. He grounds this one over to the Scouts' dugout for strike 2.
Broom the winning run in the game against the Marlins, scoring on a pass ball from third base, reached on an error to lead things off in that 10th inning. Exciting win for the Joes.
That was a crazy game. He's going to punch this one way out to left, but it's going to be foul. That was really hit hard, but pulled it just a little too hard down that left side, and it went way out of play. Broom will step back in now with a 1-2 count. Matt Dietering on deck for the Joes. That's a ball. So should Broom reach base, Dietering's 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field back in the first. That ended things in inning number 1. 2-2's the count to Broom. He swings at a pitch that's way inside, and he's going to strike out swinging for the second out of the inning.
Joes have now fanned 4 times in this one. Plotkin looking good. Only pitched 2 innings in his first appearance, but now through 3 2/3 in this one. I have a weird feeling Dieter's going to hit one hard somewhere. Let's see if that comes true.
First pitch is outside. Dietering had a rare opposite field hit in the first inning over to left field. As you mentioned earlier, Sam, he loves to pull that ball. Lefty batter loves to go down the right field line. Slider outside for ball 2. Now he's ahead. Hitters count 2-0.
Pitchers like to throw breaking balls to Dietering to keep him off balance, and if one just hangs across the plate, you best believe he's going to be all over it.
This one's on over to second. Making the play to end the inning is Michael Bernhardt, and that'll retire the side. So the Joes retired in order once again here in the top of the 4th. They don't pot any runs. It's still 0-0 here from Grady's Field.
Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joe's fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry Joes fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
Xenia Scouts back up to bat here to start things in the bottom of the 4th. 0-0 our score. Mason Packwood is going to come in now to bat. Packwood is 0 for 1. Popped out to third base back in the first inning to retire the side. Packwood out of Wheaton College, teammates with leadoff hitter Ben Weaver. From Keller, Texas, grounds the first pitch up the right side, foul. He's got a candy cane design on the end of that bat. We saw a green bat yesterday in Richmond. Now we see a spiral pattern on his. He's going to hit this one hard on the ground to the right side foul. And quickly the count 0-2. Packwood's an infielder for the Scouts. He pitched 1 inning for Wheaton College in 2020. Had 3 doubles in 3 games in the COVID-shortened season. He faces an 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch from Casey Grimm. He fouls this one up and over the stands. Stave off striking out. Count stays at 0-2. Next pitch on the way. Bit of a sidearm approach there from Grimm. It ends up in the dirt for the first ball of the at-bat. It's 1-2. And now the pitch. Outside. Ulrich tried to frame that one into the strike zone, but he's not going to get the call on his side. That one was a little bit too far away, and the count now moves up to 2-2. Here comes. This one hit. Bit of a looper with some backspin. Tough play over there at third, but gunning him down is Michael Decker to get the first out of the inning. Nice play over there on the left side.
Yeah, Decker waited for that one to hit the turf. And it had a bunch of weird spin on it, but able to glove it and then fire a seed over to first base. So 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Cole Stedman now. The right fielder is going to come in for the Scouts at a Birmingham Southern College. Birmingham, Alabama. His hometown. He fouls the first pitch off the left side. Cole did not play this year. Last year batted .250 for Birmingham Southern. Next pitch to him misses low for a ball. It's 1-1. And as we mentioned on the last broadcast, played for the team in 2019. Helped them to the NCAA Division III World Series Championship. 1-1 to him, and he's going to stroke this one out to right field. Will it stay fair? No, it will not. That one landed right on the line. It was tough to see which side it was on from our angle. Home plate umpire says it's on the right side foul.
Yeah, we don't have the greatest angle down the line, but I honestly thought it was fair.
Yeah, that one landed right on the line. It was difficult, as we've mentioned a couple times, to see from here, but yeah, if I had to make the call from up here, I probably would have said that one was fair, but the Joes get the benefit. That definitely would have been extra bases, and out there in right, maybe in a triple. But swinging and missing, chasing the outside pitch is Stedman, and so instead of chilling over there on third base, he's going to have to head back to the dugout with nothing. He's retired. There's 2 away in the 4th. Jacob Klein at short will come in.
Yeah, he had one of the 3 hits for the Scouts thus far in today's game.
Only runner to advance the scoring position. He hits one that stays fair somehow. It had a lot of backspin, and it wasn't a bunt, but it kind of was like it. But the play is sent over there to first, and that will retire the side. So the Scouts are retired in order in the bottom of the 4th. To the 5th we go. Still 0-0. Joes and Scouts.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposely so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day, offering a diverse range of senior living services. Our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready.
They muted Taylor Swift to plug the Xenia broadcast here at Grady's Field. We're glad you're spending your Saturday night with us instead. All jokes aside, talked with the Xenia broadcaster before today's game. Great guy over there on the left side of the press box. We're over here on the right, calling this game for you. It's 0-0 between the Joes and the Scouts. We're in the top of the fifth inning. First pitch swung on and missed. Domes Michael McNaney behind the plate, and that one bounced over to the Joes dugout off his mask.
Cole Becker hit one hard to left center field, but Weaver was able to track it down in the gap.
Next pitch fouled off the inside.
Becker looking to get his first hit for the Joes this season, 0 for 8 thus far. We were talking to him early on in batting practice. His gloves were like torn to shreds, but he was still using them. But it looks like he's
got Evan Ulrich's Ohio State red and gray gloves on now. So we'll have to ask him about that later. He pops this one up off the hands, coming over from first base and making the catch all the way next to the Joes dugout is Mason Packwood. So falling to 0 for 2 on the day is Cole Becker. Maybe the new batting gloves didn't work. We'll see next time if he comes out with his old ones on again. But
yeah, he said he's very superstitious, so we shall see. But
yeah, not sure if the batting gloves really do anything when they're in that type of condition. I mean, they were literally falling off his hands because they were so torn up. Luke Arnold, the DH, comes in now for Hamilton. Batting sixth, takes a big cut and misses on the first pitch for a strike.
Luke Arnold kind of in a slump after a hot start to the season. All it takes is one hit, though, to get your confidence back into that bat.
He taps this one foul behind the plate. Count falls to 0-2. Sun's starting to set here. Temperature hasn't really dropped much. It's golden hour in Xenia. Time to take your Instagram pictures.
It might be dropping outside, but like where we're at, there's no air movement here in this press box. We don't have a crack of the window open.
0-2 pitch on its way. This one lined and grounded into right center field. Luke Arnold, one out hit.
Good piece of hitting there for Luke Arnold with 2 strikes on him at the plate. Able to get a piece of it off the end of the bat and threw into center field. And I don't think Luke Arnold has a stolen bag on the season. Double check the stats, and he does not. So, probably not going to be on the move, but Tyler Thaman, manager for this Hamilton Joes team, very aggressive.
This one's going to get by, and while he's not going to move on his own, Luke Arnold will gladly take the second bag gifted to him. He's going to advance over on the passed ball that went right between the legs of Michael McNaney. And now we'll get a bit of a pitcher-catcher conference here. Maybe not on the same page with that one. The batter is Victor Valderrama, who was moved to right field for today's game after Logan Castleman was reinserted into the lineup. Valderrama struck out swinging to finish the top of the second. Batting 4 for 19 this season with 6 RBI. Or no, those are Luke Arnold's stats, rather. Looking at the wrong thing, but he's going to ground this one up the middle. It'll get out into center field. Rounding third and coming home is Luke Arnold. And that will be an RBI for Victor Valderrama.
There we go.
The Joes get on the board. It's an RBI single from Victor Valderrama. Luke Arnold comes around to score, and it's 1-0.
So instead of the Joes getting their first runs across here at Grady's Field in the 6th inning like they did last time, it took them only 5 today. Back-to-back hits for the Joes. The first time we've seen back-to-back hits from the Joes bats. And good things happen when you get back-to-back hits. See if Evan Ulrich can continue that trend and go for 3 straight.
Counts 2-0 to him. Yeah, I told you I accidentally read the stat line wrong for Victor Valderrama. I thought 6 RBI was a little high for him, as this next pitch is in there for a strike. And that's his first RBI of this season. So Victor Valderrama finally pushes a runner across, and he does it at an opportune time to give the Joes the lead here in the 5th.
You spoke it into existence.
Next one to Ulrich. Valderrama goes. Good throw over there to second. It is not in time.
It was a great throw by Matt McNaney, but not the greatest tag by the second baseman Bernhardt. And Valderrama swipes the bag.
Valderrama got a decent jump on that one, but
that's his first stolen bag of the season.
Yeah, when that throw was coming in, it looked like he was going to get gunned down, but he slid feet first and avoided the tag to advance. This one's lifted out to shallow right by Evan Ulrich. Catch is made, not able to tag up is Victor Valderrama. The hit was too shallow, so now there's 2 away here in the 5th. Runner stays put at second.
Now Michael Decker will dig in, still looking for his first hit. 0 for 11 on the season, but we saw his teammate from Columbia, San Jewel, get his first hit of the season yesterday. See if today is Decker's day.
Plotkin looked over at the runner. First pitch on the way, and in there for a strike. Nice frame behind the plate by Michael McNaney. Aaron Plotkin is the pitcher for Xenia. So far gone 4 2/3, giving up 1 run and 3 hits. He's responsible for the runner on second. He steps off and checks on that runner, who is Victor Valderrama. Now he'll come back on.
Yeah, I don't think Valderrama will be on the move after that close play when he was swiping the bag at second. Don't want to get that third and final out at third.
That pitch had a lot of break on it. Decker swung at it and pulled it over to the Joes' dugout. So now the count 0-2 to him. With 2 away here, Aaron Plotkin 1 strike away from stranding a runner at second. A hit to the outfield would likely score a run. 0-2 pitch to the lefty. Michael Decker is delayed for a second while Aaron Plotkin steps off. So we'll try again. Here we go. This one up and in near the hands of Michael Decker for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stepping back up to the mound is Plotkin. He gets his signal and readies. Valderrama on the move. The pitch is outside. The throw is not good. It's going to bounce away from Jackson Van Zee.
It was called strike 3, though, to end the inning.
Oh, yeah, so you're right. It was.
So that really didn't matter.
Yeah, so the play at third didn't even matter. So that will not count as a stolen base for Victor Valderrama. The pitch ends up catching the outside corner of the strike zone. It was a close play, just assumed from the reaction of everyone. No one was running in just yet that it was a call to ball, but no, a strikeout looking for Michael Decker, and that'll retire the side here in the top of the 5th. But the Joes do plate one run. That is Luke Arnold, and they take the lead 1-0. Scouts look to tie it when we come back.
Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872. For years, they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
Joes took the lead in the top of the 5th. Now it's the Scouts' turn. They trail 1-0. Here from Grady's Field, Hogan Heck leads things off. For Xenia, takes the first pitch outside for a ball.
7, 8, 9 hitters for the Scouts. Casey Grimm doing good work on the bump today, making his second start of the summer for the Joes. Don't know who's going to pitch tomorrow, but we would assume it's going to be Sam Matthews.
Yeah, it's kind of where things would go in the sort of rotation the Joes have developed. 2-0 pitch is lifted high in the air to second. Calling everybody off is Braden Broom. He'll make the play for the first out.
As the 7th straight batter retired by Casey Grimm.
Catcher number 29, Matt McNair.
Gave up hits in each of the first 3 innings, but no runs. Runner stranded at first in the first, second in the second, and third in the third. First pitch is foul tipped by Michael McNanan, and that may have caught Evan Ulrich in an awkward spot. He looks a little shaken up. He'll put his mask back on and ready for the next pitch. Pound his glove while Casey Grimm gets new baseballs. Not sure if they're looking at which ones they're in good condition or what, but him and the umpire are having a bit of a lengthy encounter in between the pitcher's mound and home plate. Now they will head back to their respective positions.
Yeah, Ulrich in the gray gear today. He's been rocking the red gear all season long. And changing something up behind the dish.
The 0-1 on its way. Outside corner, good pitch for strike 2. Casey Grimm has 4 strikeouts thus far through 4 1/3 innings. Here comes the 0-2, looking to get his 5th. Instead, it's going to be grounded up foul to the left side.
Casey Grimm trying to get his 5th strikeout of the day here.
Popped up right side, foul out of play. McNaney steps back in. Fifth pitch of the at-bat on the way, count still 0-2. Here it comes. This one lined over the shortstop and into left field. And a nice piece of 2-strike hitting from Michael McNaney. He's aboard with a 1-out single.
Yeah, Grimm went with the slider there, and that just was right down the middle as he pats himself, saying "my bad" towards Ulrich. And his one-out single for the Scouts. Let's see if McNaney will be on the move, try to get in scoring position to try to tie things up after the Joes took the lead in the top half of the fifth.
Michael Bernhardt, the second baseman, is the batter. As Grimm will check on the runner at first. Bernhardt, a senior at Southeast Oklahoma State. Originally out of Fort Worth, Texas. Played at Northeast Texas Community College. Takes this pitch outside corner for a strike. Here comes the 0-1, and it's grounded and picked up behind the plate by Evan Ulrich. It's a foul ball, so now the count is 0-2.
Bernhardt got his first hit for the Scouts in yesterday's win over the Marlins. Down the count here, 0-2.
Grimm will throw over to first. The runner was back well in time, and now he will ready for the 0-2. Not quite yet. He goes over to first again. Slow moving at bat here to Michael Bernhardt. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a drive out to right field, high in the air. Victor Valderrama's underneath it. He'll make the play. And staying put over at first is Michael McNaney. To the top of the order we go. It's Ben Weaver.
Weaver 1 for 2 on the day. Singled in his last at-bat in the third, but was stranded at second.
Number 8, Ben Weaver.
We've talked about how good the pitching has been for the Joes, but you also got to give credit to Evan Ulrich, who's calling all the pitches. He's calling the game. No pitching coach giving him signals on what pitches to be thrown.
Grimm hangs this one, and it's crushed out to center field, but not far enough. Logan Castleman makes the play, and that will retire the side. So, the Joes give up a base runner, but they're still able to hold on to their lead after they strand Michael McNaney over at first. Top of the order due up. It's going to be Logan Castleman shortly when we come back.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, We continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Jode.
Aaron Plotkin is back for inning number 6 for the Scouts after giving up his first run of his outing in the last inning. The lights are on here at Xenia. The sun has set. Hamilton leading the Xenia Scouts 1-0. Logan Castleman digs in the righty batter's box and takes the first pitch for a ball. Castleman has struck out looking twice in today's game, an uncharacteristic performance from him thus far. He's looking to get in the hit column here. Next pitch up high for a ball.
This is his 5th game starting for the Joes. He's on a 4-game hit streak to start the season, but that in jeopardy thus far through the first 2 at-bats.
2-0 pitch on the way in the dirt. Now the count's 3-0. Castleman has walked 5 times today. Yesterday we only saw 2 walks in the entire game. They came in late innings. So great performance was put on by Richmond pitching yesterday, and now we haven't seen a walk just yet. In this game, that trend will continue at least for now as the 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Castleman gets the red light as you'd expect leading off here in this inning. Now he'll face the 3-1. This pitch, he looks at it, and he will walk over to first base. So Logan Castleman gets aboard for the first time in this game. He works a walk. That's the first 4-ball at bat from Aaron Plotkin. And now John Sanjul will step into the lefty side with a runner on first. Sanjul has grounded out to short in both his attempts thus far. The first came in the first inning, the second came in the 4th. First pitch is just missing up and away for ball 1.
Logan Castleman 6 for 6 on swiping bags for the Joes this season. Let's see if we'll be on the move here.
Doesn't have a huge lead over there at first right now. This next pitch is in, and keeping it in front of him is Michael McNaney. Good job by him to do so. Counts 2-0 now.
Looks like Plotkin starting a little bit tired. His command not there to start things here in the 6th. Some movement in the Scout bullpen.
This next pitch is outside. The count's now 3-0. So Plotkin struggling a little bit here in the 6th. John Sanjul faces the 3-0. Here comes the pitch. And it catches the low part of the strike zone. So the count now 3-1. Sanjul also gets the red light. Now he'll face the 3-1. Next pitch is on the way, and swinging at this one is Sanjul, popping it up out of play. Count is full. Nobody out here in this 6th inning. Sanjul awaits the pitch. Aaron Plotkin readies. And now deals. Runner goes, pitches outside, so it won't matter. Castleman will walk. Castleman will walk over to second, and walking, getting the base on balls is John Sanjul.
So it's number 5 over there in the bullpen for the Scouts. Not listed on our spreadsheet, so let's see if he's listed on the official roster for the Scouts.
And now Tim Cole is going to come in and have a conversation with his pitcher. He's not going to come out just yet, but now, with back-to-back walks and a runner in scoring position, the Joes threatening here. Or maybe the pitcher will come out of the game now. He took the ball away from Aaron Plotkin, and we will indeed see a switch. Call to the bullpen presented by Chester's Pizzeria in Hamilton, a local classic since 1948. At 2929 Dixie Highway in Hamilton. The new pitcher is Kyle Lane, hometown boy from Xenia, plays his college ball at Edison State. And he will warm up, and we'll get to see the first stuff from him when we come back. So, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, First pitches from the new pitcher. See you then. Hamilton Joe's Baseball on YouTube.
Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service.
Kyle Lane is the new pitcher for the Scouts. Appeared in 3 games for them to this point. 4 2/3 innings pitched. Struggled a little bit, giving up 4 runs. Or 5 runs, rather. 4 earned off 8 hits. Walking 2, striking out 3. He is responsible for 1 loss. For Xenia, ERA of 7.71. And he gets put in a bit of a jam here. Runners on first and second with nobody out. As Braden Broom steps in, he was 1 for 2 today. Got the first hit of the game for the Joes back in the first inning. It was a single out to left field, but the Joes weren't able to push him any further. He was stranded over there. So he'll face the first pitch of this at-bat. It's a slider inside for ball 1.
See if Broom might lay down a bunt here with first and second, no one out, to advance the runners to second and third, but
Matt Dietering is on deck for the Joes.
he looks at that one all the way. No sign of bunt shown from Broom.
Runners go. Double steal, and it's hit into left center. It's in the gap. At least 1 run will score. Rounding first and heading for second is Broom. The throw to the cutoff man. Both runners will reach easily. Braden Broom gives a little how do you do to the dugout. He's 2 for 3 today. More importantly, he scores 2 runs. It's an RBI double for the Joes.
Yeah, the hit and run was on, and Braden Broom hit one hard in the left center gap, and with the runners on the move, San Jewel was able to score from first base, and now they have a 3-0 lead, and there's still no outs here in the top of the 6th.
Matt Dietering has a chance to blow this one open here for Hamilton. Wouldn't it be nice if he could hit one out here? Runner on second. He strokes the first pitch down the line, but it's pulled foul. The 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. It's low. It's hit high in the air out to left. Backtracking is Hogan Heck. He'll make the play. And thinking about tagging is Braden Broom, but he makes the good decision to stay there at second. And so now there's 1 away here in 6th.
So Plotkin's final stat line, he went 5 innings pitched, gave up 3 earned runs, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. And as the score stands right now, he would be getting the loss in the final stat line, but still plenty of baseball to be played.
Big at bat here for Cole Becker. He's got a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Takes the first pitch. It's a strike.
Number 18, Cole Becker.
Cole, after popping out last inning, still has the new batting gloves on. He takes this pitch inside and almost hit him on the knee. Instead, it's going to slice just in to the catcher's glove, and the count's now 1-1. Luke Arnold, who represents the first run on the board for the Joes, is on deck. He singled in the last inning.
Cole Becker now his 10th at-bat, and his first 9 at-bats for the Joes this season. He's put 8 of them in play, so doesn't strike out very often. Just unable to find a hole just yet for the Joes this season.
He's facing a 2-1 count. From the stretch, Kyle Lane looks over at second, now back at home. And deals. Hit hard up the middle. Will it get into the outfield? Yes, it will. Runner rounding third and heading for home. Braden Broom will score. This lead is now up to 4.
And there's his first hit for the Joes this summer. Took him a little bit, but he's aboard with the RBI single to extend the lead up to 4 for the Joes.
The Joes are having fun on this night. Cole Becker looks over at the dugout, gives a couple salutes to his teammates. As the lead's extended out to 4, he now stands over there on first, and Luke Arnold, the DH, in the 6th spot, will stand in the righty batter's box. Kyle Lane will check on the runner before the first pitch.
Becker, not known to steal many bags, only stole a couple at Moorhead State this past season. Started 45 games. See if Tyler Thaman will have him on the move and continue to be aggressive here in this top of the 6th inning, where the Joes have already scored 3.
Next pitch on the way to Arnold. He's got to lean out of this one for the first ball.
Arnold was able to break his slump in his last at-bat, singling and then coming around to score for the first run of the game.
This next check on the runner is not going to do much. Becker's back in time. He did have to slide on that one, though. Count still 1-0, and now they're going to check on the runner again. And this time, Becker took a step towards second base before getting back. He was in time, but keep an eye on that. His lead off is not massive. Next pitch is on the way. Breaking ball in the strike zone. Crowd has kind of filtered in here to Grady's Field over the past few innings. It's a little more crowded than it was at first pitch. Next one on the way, and it's inside for ball 2.
Ohio Bison now lead the Richmond Jazz 9-0, so the Joes can hold on to win tonight's game, and as well as the Bison. The Bison will still hold that half-game lead in the South Division. Played one less game, though, because yesterday's game against the Steam was canceled for reasons we weren't told about.
That game
wasn't raining.
Yeah, that game was supposed to be played in Roselawn in Cincinnati, and it wasn't raining out there, but the game was still canceled nonetheless. Maybe a facilities issue or something down there in Cincinnati. 3-2 the count here to Luke Arnold. This next pitch is inside, and Luke Arnold will take his base. So the first walk of Kyle Lane's outing, after giving up a couple of runs, a few runs rather. He's now got runners on first and second, and Victor Valderrama, who's singled in his last appearance, digs in.
It was an RBI single for Valderrama to break the seal in this one and give the Joes their first run of today's game.
First pitch misses just high for ball 1.
Joe's bats were quiet in the first 4 innings, but a run in the 5th and now 3 here in the 6th, and they're not done yet with 1 out and 2 guys on.
This inning has gone for a long time and still only 1 out. Runners go. This one's grounded up the middle. Are they able to get the double play? The throw over to first is errant, and now that means 1 run will score. Victor Valderrama is trapped in between first and second. He didn't know where he wanted to go, so now he's running in between first and second, trying to slide back into first. The tag is applied, so it will be sort of a double play, but a run does score on that play for the Joes, and the side will be retired.
I think he was confused because Luke Arnold didn't know if he was called out or not, and Valderrama didn't know if he was gonna be able to advance to second because Arnold was over there. But they'll end the inning, but it will score another run to make it 5-0. So a 4-run inning.
Yeah, great inning for the Joes bats. They extend this lead to 5. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Joes lead 5-0 here on YouTube.
In Hamilton, Ohio, you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com.
Joe's fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at CBoxSports.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton.
Casey Grimm back on the mound for the Hamilton Joes. Lead a little more comfortable for them now. It stands at 5-0 after a 4-run explosion in the top of the 6th. In the bottom of the inning we are now. Blake Emke will lead things off for Xenia. Emke 0 for 2 is grounded out to second in both times up. First pitch to him, he sends out to right field, and it is right at Victor Valderrama, who takes a couple steps and makes the grab.
Hit hard, but Valderrama not having to move very far to snag that one. One pitch is all it took for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Casey Grimm back on the mound. Has only given up 4 hits on the day, and all 4 of those hits were stranded on base.
Jackson Van Zee comes in now, the 3-hitter for Xenia in today's game. Will take the first pitch, and that is a nasty slider in there for strike 1.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 2 feet off the plate to a right-handed batter, and then just dives in through the back door for a strike.
Second pitch, fastball, low part of the strike zone. It's 0-2. There is a pitcher, Colby Haynes, slowly walking his way over to the Joes bullpen. No catcher going with him just yet. Next pitch, swing and a miss. That was a nasty at-bat from Casey Grimm, and Jackson Van Zee is retired.
3 pitches, 3 strikes, and Van Zee will walk back to the dugout. 4 pitches total is all it took for 2 outs in the inning for Casey Grimm, who just got his 5th strikeout of today's game.
Mason Packwood, the first baseman, comes in for Xenia. Packwood 0 for 2 today. Last at-bat came back in the 4th. It was a ground out to 3rd. He thought about check swinging there and was able to pull it back in time. First pitch is a ball. "1-0 on its way." That one hit awkwardly off the bat towards the Joes dugout, and I think it broke the bat. That's why it made such that weird noise.
That's the striped bat we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, it looks like a wiffle ball bat almost. Doesn't really look like a bat you'd see in a serious game, but
I don't know if it broke or if he just wanted a new bat in general, because it's still being used by the on-deck hitter Cole Stedman.
they just switched bats.
Yeah,
it wasn't like he got a new bat of his own from the dugout, got his backup. He's going to hit this one really hard out to right. Luckily for the Joes, it is foul. That one, I don't think got over the fence. However, if you factor in the difference in distance because he pulled that down the line, if that ball was fair, I think it was out. So the new bat works. We know that. Mason Packwood batting in the lefty box. Sent one foul out to right. Now he faces a 1-2 with 2 away. Here comes the next pitch. He reaches out and grounds this one. Speedy over there to first. Is he safe? Yes, he is. Woo. A lot of speed coming out of the batter's box, and credit an infield hit to first baseman Mason Packwood.
Yeah, Becker came all the way from the shortstop to glove it on the left side of second base. Now Tyler Thaman going to go chat with the first base umpire. It was a very close play. Bang, bang over there.
Yeah, the grounder was kind of weak, but it forced the Joe's shortstop, Cole Becker, to come all the way across and then charge in and make the play. We're going to get another appeal here from Tyler Thaman.
I would be very surprised if this one was reversed.
Yeah, this one, it looked like just a tie at first base, honestly. Yeah, I can't imagine on a play that close that it's going to get overturned, and it won't. So there's a runner on first for Cole Steadman, who struck out swinging in his last time up.
No replay in the GLSCL. I mean, if they really wanted to, they could use our feed, but a little choppy tonight with the amount of bandwidth we have here in the press box. The other broadcaster for the Xenia Scouts also using video, so that might be the reason why it's a little choppy tonight. Should be crystal clear and no choppiness at all for tomorrow's game at Foundation Field.
We're sharing the Wi-Fi here with Scout staff at the AIA complex in Xenia, Grady's Field. The first pitch to Cole Steadman was in there for a strike. Now the second one's on its way. It's a bouncer. Good job by Ulrich to keep it in front of him. I gotta tell you, I really love this complex. It's a really beautiful facility. All kinds of athletic fields here at AIA. Challenge course. Along with many other things. Swing and a miss there by Steadman for strike two.
What exactly is a challenge course?
Think like a high ropes course type thing. Oof. Team building activities.
I have bad experiences with ropes courses. I'll just put it this way. I almost passed out on one.
Not a heights guy. Runner goes. Good throw by Ulrich, but it just bounces in front of second base and not able to apply the tag as Cole Becker. So Mason Packwood advances.
I don't mind heights. It was a very hot day.
Oh, okay.
And tried a little bit. I tried going on the very, very hard ropes course. It was called Black Diamond down in Virginia Beach, and yeah, not fun.
I have the opposite experience. I love ropes courses. This next pitch is outside, fills the count up at 3-2 here with 2 away.
I thought, I can do this. It's not gonna be that bad. And boy, was I wrong. I regretted it very fast.
Maybe later in the season, if we revisit Grady's Field, you can face the fear and try it.
Oof.
3-2 pitch on the way and misses outside, and Steadman is aboard.
I'll have to politely pass on that offer.
Nonetheless, regardless of our opinions on ropes courses, this field and this entire property is beautiful. There's rolling hills everywhere. It's got a lot of trees. Picturesque place for a baseball game. There's a forest out there surrounding the outfield that guys were hitting balls into during BP. Jacob Klein is the batter for the Scouts. The shortstop is 1 for 2, and we're getting a bit of a stoppage here. The umpires were having a conversation with one another, I believe, or maybe the home plate umpire was actually having a conversation with the first base coach for Xenia. So, not sure what that's about, but we play on. Nothing changes. First pitch in there, a strike on the outside corner.
It's the most base runners the Scouts have had on board in today's game.
Next one's on its way. Swing and a miss. Going fishing there, Jacob Klein.
So that's the perfect spot for a slider thrown to right-handed pitchers. Start on the outside, off the plate, bring it in, lower outside corner. Grimm's left a few over the plate, though. That's resulted in hits, but was able to find his spot there, trying to retire the Scouts here.
Next pitch is in the dirt for the first ball of the at-bat. Both Scouts have reached with 2 outs, so now they have a runner in scoring position and a runner on first. So if Grimm is able to just get one more strike here, he could escape this and keep the shutout alive. He's given up 5 hits in this game. 1-2 pitch is on its way. It's inside, sliding the feet out to avoid getting hit is Jacob Klein.
And Ulrich held that one just a bit on the inside corner, but didn't get the call.
Two. Grimm deals. This one hit hard out to center. It's going to one-hop out in center field. Rounding third and coming home is Packman. There's no play at the plate. The first run will score, and the Scouts cut the lead. It's 5-1.
Casey Grimm retired the first two in this inning, but now a single walk and another single, and the Scouts have their first runner across.
There's no action in the Joes bullpen as pitching coach Keegan Burney's going to come out and talk to Casey Grimm. No one is sitting in the Joes bullpen at the beginning of this game. No one was sitting there just watching for the Joes. They were all in the dugout. And then a pitcher for the Joes went out there. That was Colby Haynes.
I think Dylan Ballauer.
Yeah, Dylan Ballauer is out there now, too. I mentioned when Haynes went up there, he was by himself. There was no catcher. They're still not warming up yet. They're just having a conversation over there, but I think that they might be getting loose pretty soon here with this conference, and now I think the Joes are hoping that Casey Grimm's able to retire this next batter and get out of the inning, and then that may be the end of his night.
Only his third earned run given up on the season. He's pitched really well tonight, only giving up 5 hits now, or 6 hits. But more importantly, only one runner came across for the Scouts thus far, and he's trying to shut the door here in the 6th inning and limit the damage.
Hogan Heck thought about a bunt there. The pitch was way outside, so he pulled it back very quickly. The count is 1-0. Surprised me if he laid a bunt down in this situation, but nonetheless, maybe he tried. Second pitch fouled up and over everybody out of the stadium for the first strike.
Heck is 0 for 2 on the day. Just 1 hit total on the season for the Xenia Scouts.
One pitch. This one grounded towards the Scouts dugout. It'll bounce off the sidewall. So now the count 1-2. Casey Grimm yet again 1 strike away from getting out of the inning.
If you're Grimm, I say you try to avoid the breaking ball here. Try to just blow it by him. Try to escape this jam here in the 6th, but time called by Heck.
So Grimm shook off 1 pitch and then accepted the next call from Evan Ulrich before time was called. Now Hogan Heck will step back in. Here comes the 1-2, and just misses low for the second ball. Held our breath for a moment there. Maybe a good frame by Ulrich made it look closer than it was from here, but nonetheless a ball called. So the count's 2-2, and this one's going to beat him. So Hogan Heck takes one off the elbow to juice the bases up. First, second, and third for the Scouts with 2 away, and Michael
Casey
McNaney.
Grimm is letting the home plate umpire know that he thought he leaned into it. But, and Evan Ulrich is going to chat a little bit with the home plate umpire, but nothing's going to come out of it. Grimm thought Heck leaned into it, but now the bases are juiced with 2 outs here in the 6th. For Matt McNaney.
McNaney singled in his last time up. He struck out swinging in the 2nd. He's got the bases juiced and a chance to bring the Scouts back into this one after they really dug themselves a hole in the top of the inning. First pitch is up and away for ball 1.
The Scouts dugout starting to get a little louder here. Big at bat here for McNaney with bases loaded and 2 down. Big moment here in today's game.
This next pitch misses for ball 2.
It's probably going to be Casey Grimm's last inning.
McNaney was 1 for 13 coming into this game. 1 RBI on the season for the Scouts. But he's got a big chance here. And this next one's on the outside corner for a strike. And this next pitch misses just up there for ball 3. Here comes the 3-1, and it misses up high. Matt McNaney walks. That brings in a run. It's 5-2, and now Michael Bernhardt, the 9-hitter, has a chance with the tying run on first. And the base is loaded here with 2 away.
Number 7, Michael Bernhardt.
First pitch misses for a ball.
Tying run on first for the Scouts. 5-2 game.
The 1-0. Breaking ball up high. That Scouts dugout is getting louder and louder. They're picking up some momentum here in the bottom of the 6th. Casey Grimm got to rein it in here and just get one last batter to stop the bleeding. He steps back on the rubber. The 2-0. Swing, and that one's hit off the hands of Michael Bernhardt. Foul off the screen for strike 1.
Bernhardt 0 for 2 on the day, struck out and flew out to right field. And is alone 2 at-bats.
The 2-1 on its way, misses low. 3 balls once again. Casey Grimm trying to avoid walking in a second straight runner. The 3-1. This one swung on and popped up over the grandstand foul.
Alright, runners will be on the move here with 3-2, 2 outs.
Big pitch coming up. The lead stands at 3 right now. Will it stay that way after this pitch? Only time will tell. Casey Grimm steps back on. Bernhardt at the plate. Grimm looks, now sets. And fires. This one hit into right field. Valderrama chasing after it. He's not going to be able to get it. 2 runs will score. Holding up at third base there is Matt McNaney rather. And 2 out hitting from the Xenia Scouts brings them right back into this game. They match the Joes total in the top of the inning at 4 runs, and they've cut this lead to 1.
Yeah, frustrating end to Casey Grimm's night. He got the first 2 batters out here in the 6th inning, but it's been a single, walk, single, hit by pitch, and back-to-back singles. And Casey Grimm will walk back to the dugout. Pitched well, but just couldn't finish things here in the 6th, and he's definitely frustrated, but a good outing for him. And now it's going to be Colby Haynes, we think, to try to shut the door here in the 6th inning and stop the bleeding. Tying run will be on third base for the Scouts as the lead sits at 1, 5-4, Joe's lead.
It is Colby Haynes who will come in.
And it's going to be the top of the order, and Ben Weaver will be the first batter that will be facing Colby Haynes. He's the 9th batter of the inning. 6 straight have reached for the Scouts.
The Scouts bat around after the first 2 runners were retired. Colby Haynes, the sophomore out of Cincinnati, the Bearcats' hometown, Union, Kentucky, just across the border. This call to the bullpen, once again, sponsored by Chester's Pizzeria in Hamilton. He will warm up. So Haynes waiting on his stat line, looking for it right now, and finally got it. So he's pitched in one game for the Joes. Officially went 0 innings, giving up 3 runs, 1 hit, 1 earned run, walking 1.
Yeah, he pitched in the game against the Marlins on Tuesday. He got the first 2 outs of the inning, but then he gave up 3 straight hits. Or no, I'm looking at the wrong side. This was the inning where the Joes had 2 errors, so a couple unearned runs. Only 1 of those runs were earned out of the 3 given up by Kobe Haynes. Big spot here, though.
First pitch on the way to Ben Weaver, in there for strike 1. After the Joes took solid control of this game in the top of the inning, the Scouts storm back. The lead is now just 1, and they've got the momentum. Next pitch fouled back, and it's 0-2. If Haynes can go 1-2-3, maybe he's able to grab some of that momentum back for the top of the 7th.
Weaver 1 for 3 on the day. Came into today's game batting .238. Had a good day yesterday, 3 for 4, but a big at-bat here with a chance to tie things up at 5.
The 0-2. Runner goes, it's outside. Ulrich's not going to bother with that.
And now a base hit could potentially give the Scouts a lead.
Michael Bernhardt advances.
Kobe Haynes just went with a curveball there, but didn't pitch it well and was high and outside.
Here comes the 1-2. Got him looking.
There we go.
So Ben Weaver is ringed up on strike 3. And even though the Scouts bat around and score 4 in the bottom of the 6th, the Joes still hold on to a narrow one-run lead. It's 5-4. They'll look to extend that shortly when we come back. You're listening to Joe's Baseball on YouTube.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
8-9-1 hitters due up for Hamilton in the top of the 7th. They lead the Xenia Scouts 5-4 after a wild 6th inning. Both teams plating 4 runs across. So quickly, a low-scoring affair turns into a pretty high one. First pitch to Evan Ulrich is in there for a strike after he swings.
Plotkin and Grimm both had good outings until their final inning of work and struggled a bit.
Good breaking ball in there for Kyle Lane for strike 2.
Casey Grimm's final stat line, he went 5 2/3. 4 earned runs given up, 8 hits, 5 strikeouts, a walk, and a hit by pitch.
The 0-2 delivery, grounded up first base side, picked up and stepping on the bag. Mason Packwood. Ulrich retired for the first out of the inning.
Joes only have 5 hits on the day. Scouts have 8, but Joes still hold on to a 1-run lead here in the top of the 7th.
Michael Decker, the 9-hitter, is up for the Joes now. 0 for 2 today. Looking strikeout and a ground out to first. First pitch in there for strike 1. Next one on the way, outside part of the strike zone, and it's 0-2. So Decker wants to avoid going down on 3 pitches here. The 0-2 is on its way, and this one's up in the air for ball 1. Decker struck out 6 times in his 10 at-bats coming into this game. He has a strikeout already today. The next pitch was in the dirt for ball 2. So now here comes the 2-2 offering from the belt kick and deal. And this one's low, so fighting all the way back is Michael Decker. It's 3-2.
Yeah, Lane threw 2 quick strikes to Decker, but Decker's watched 3 gone by for a ball, and the count's full.
The payoff, and this one lined into left center, and it will get down for a base hit. Great at bat from Michael Decker. You watch his 3 pitches go by, all 3 balls.
And he has a smile over there at first after getting his first hit for the Joes. And now every single Joe on the roster that has played in a game has recorded a hit.
Good to see those struggling guys finally get on the board. Happened a lot over the past couple of days. First pitch, breaking ball to a guy who has not normally been struggling, but maybe a little bit tonight. 0 for 2, Logan Castleman. He did walk, though, back in the 6th inning and came around to score, but he had 2 looking strikeouts in the 1st and 3rd. Next breaking ball is in the exact same spot, and that clipped off Castleman's arm. It looked like it was close. Castleman didn't seem to be shaken up in any way.
Yeah.
But it just barely got a piece of him, and now there's 1st and 2nd.
Yeah, he had a brace on that left elbow, and it just nicked him, and now runners on 1st and 2nd for John Sanjul, and we're going to have a mound visit. I don't know if this will be the end of Kyle Lane's day. We shall see.
John Sanjul is 0 for 2, also with a walk, just like Castleman. He broke out of a slump yesterday with 2 hits. One of them a double that he almost hit out of McBride Stadium, out in right center field, around 385 or so.
I think the Joes are waiting to hit their first home run in a very clutch spot this season, it seems like. Talked about it earlier, but one of 3 teams in the GLSCL to not hit a dinger.
Mostly just because us broadcasters want to see one.
Yeah, we saw, 2 the first night?
2 opening night.
But from the opposing team.
Yeah, from the Cincinnati Steam.
I think that's the only.
We haven't seen any since then, from the Joes or their opponents. First pitch on the way to Sanjul. It's a breaking ball up and away for ball 1.
See if the Joes can get some insurance runs. It looked like they were going to just breeze their way to a victory after the way Casey Grimm was pitching, but a rocky 6, and this game sits at 5-4.
Swing and a punch out to left field foul.
Total of 8 runs scored in that 6th inning, 4 from each team.
1-1 to San Jewel. Comes from Kyle Lane. Grounding this one over to second, picking it up and trying to get the out at second, and getting it successfully there was Michael Bernhardt. Castleman doesn't like the call over there, but he's going to have to trot back to the dugout nonetheless. That advances a runner to third. So they're on the corners now. John Sanjul reaches on a fielder's choice, and Braden Broom to blew things open in the top of the sixth. He's got another chance to extend the Joes' lead here with a runner on third. First pitch on the way to him, and that's going to hit him. So the bases are loaded.
A curveball that didn't curve.
Yeah, Kyle Lane struggling with the control a little bit. That one wasn't even close. Hit off the backside of Braden Broom. Second hit by pitch in 3 batters for Lane. And so that'll advance Sanjul to second and load up the bases for none other than power hitter himself, Matt Dietering. He's going to chop this one, though, to short. It's picked up by the third baseman and sent across the diamond. And getting the out in time is Jackson Van Zee. Nice play from him. Maybe a little risky to go all the way across to first there. But nonetheless, he picks up the out, and the side is retired. The Joes strand 3 on the bases here in the top of the 7th. We will stretch here in Xenia. It's still 5-4. You're listening to Joes Baseball on YouTube.
If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati, or call them up at 513-851-9056. Hungry Joe's fans? Visit your neighborhood McDonald's. With 6 locations in Hamilton, there's always one close by. Whether you're in the mood for some nuggets, a Coke, or a classic Big Mac, McDonald's is the spot to satisfy your cravings. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Now pitching for Hamilton Joes, number 21, Colby Haynes.
Colby Haynes back for another inning of work. He came in partway through that 6th, pitched 1/3 of an inning, and now he's going to get a chance to start the 7th. His team's still hanging on to that 1-run lead. It's 5-4. The Joes leading the Scouts. First pitch to Blake Emke is outside for ball 1. Emke got to bat in the last inning. The Scouts batted around, got exactly 9 hitters in before the side was retired. Second pitch swung on and popped out of play. So the 1-1. Here it comes. It's inside to Blake Emke. He's got a really tall stance. Doesn't bend his knees too much.
Look at Cole Becker out there at short. Look how far his pants are up. It's like shorts over there. He has black leg sleeves and socks.
Yeah, he's got tights on underneath. I don't know if you guys can see that from the camera or not. Maybe a little bit.
He must be a little bit hot out there. A little humid. Sure.
3-1 the count. This one's going to be a 5-pitch walk to Blake Emke, and he's aboard to lead things off in the 7th. And anytime you're holding on to a lead against the Scouts and you let a runner on, the guy you don't want to see come to the plate is Jackson Van Zee. But that's exactly what the Joes are going to have to deal with right now.
Now batting in third baseman, number 20, Jackson Van Zee.
A sophomore out of Metro State College in Denver. Did not play this season, but has played very well for the Xenia Scouts team. First pitch to him is in there for a strike.
Sam Matthews warming up for the Joes out in the pen.
Interesting. So we thought he may get the start tomorrow, but maybe a chance to come in today. This one's popped up and out of play. So the count's 0-2. But also we saw a couple nights ago out at Foundation Field a number of pitchers warm up for the Joes that we thought were warming up were really just doing their daily bullpens. Kyle Durham was one of those guys. He pitched a bullpen. He ended up coming into the game anyway. And he struck out the side to finish off a really great complete performance from the Joes pitching staff in the win over the Cincinnati Steam. A 17 strikeout shutout effort combined between Kyle Durham and 8-inning starter Sam Klein. 0-2 is the count to Jackson Van Zee. From the stretch, here comes the pitch. Just misses high for the first ball.
They've held Van Zee in check. Joe's pitching has only one single from Van Zee back in the first inning, has retired him 2 straight times. Give it to him. Ooh.
This next pitch just misses, as you hinted at. Another ball. It's 2-2.
That was a curve ball that started in and was heading towards the inner half of the plate, but Kobe Haynes can't get the call.
The 2-2 is fouled off to the backstop. Breaking ball.
There we
Oh
go.
my, that had a lot of movement in there for strike 3.
Very similar to a pitch earlier in that bat with 2 strikes, but this time got more of the strike zone. I got one down, a big out there from Kobe Haynes to retire the Scouts' best hitter in Van Zee. But now you still got to go through the heart of the order. As Mason Packwood will dig in. Started things off in just the last inning with 2 outs. He singled, and that started the 2-out rally, which scored 4 runs for the Scouts. They still trail by a run.
Nice first pitch in there for a strike.
That curveball really working for Kobe Haynes. A lot of break on it.
It's got some break, and then also at times it can kind of move out to in on those lefty batters. As he fires a bouncer over there to first, and it's going to allow the runner to advance. So a mistake there from Colby Haynes means that Blake Emke can move over to second.
It was a nonchalant throw over to first, and it was just short-armed, and Dietering could not scoop it off the turf. And a gift-wrapped runner in scoring position now from the Joes to the Scouts.
That's a downside to doing a little bit of stalling by firing it over there to first. Sometimes things like that happen. The next pitch was low for ball 1. Pair of ones, the count to Packwood. Pitch is on the way. It's grounded over to first. The catch and run over to first is played by Matt Dietering, and he will give Packwood an out. Runner advances to third, and now with 2 away, a hit ties the game. Cole Stedman, who walked in his last time up, 0 for 2 today, will look to tie things for Xenia.
Another big moment, but Tyler Thaman's going to come out to the mound, and this might be the end of Kobe Haynes' day. And if Sam Matthews was warming up, as we mentioned earlier in this inning, he might be coming out right now to probably shut things down and try to get the Joes the victory, and that's exactly who is coming out of the bullpen on the right side. So Sam Matthews, who started Tuesday against the Marlins, he went 4 innings, gave up no earned runs, 1 run total, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts. He has a sidearm delivery, and he had some really good statistics over at Marietta College.
Joe's number 3, Sam Matthews.
Appeared in 24 games, only made 3 starts for Marietta College, and had a very impressive ERA once I get this pulled up. ERA at 1.47 and a whip of .79, and really impressive is only 6 walks in 73 and a third innings pitched. So he's not going to give you many freebies on the base paths, and that's exactly why Tyler Thaman went to him late in this game. Try to shut things down and not allow a run to come across for the Scouts.
Matthews played for a dominant Marietta College team who made the NCAA tournament, lost in the regional, but had a record of 38-6. The Fairfield native played his high school ball for the Baden Rams. He's got an interesting sidearm delivery, as Sam mentioned. It's a little bit unorthodox even for a sidearm guy. It's kind of the type of thing that a biomechanist or anyone that kind of teaches pitching form probably would not really teach anyone. But don't fix what isn't broke for Sam Matthews. He's performing well with how he throws.
Sometimes he delivers fast to home plate. Sometimes he has a kick that where he kind of waits up in the air for a split second, then fires home. So keeps the batters off balance and really gets in their heads mentally. That's what good pitchers do, is keep hitters off balanced at all times, and that's what Matthews does very well. Just his second appearance, but as we mentioned just shortly ago, 1 start was made earlier this week on Tuesday. We thought he was going to be the guy starting for the Joes tomorrow, but now it looks like Tyler Thaman had no choice but to go to Matthews. Try to keep this lead at 1 here in the bottom of the 7th.
The batter is Cole Stedman. Swing and a miss on the first pitch in the strike zone.
Stedman 0 for 2, but reached on a walk in the last inning, came around to score.
Next pitch on the way, skied out of play on the left side. Blake Emke was taking a couple steps toward home plate. That was a really slow delivery by Matthews. He didn't make a huge move like he was going to steal home, but he was probably halfway down the base path when that pitch was delivered.
Matthews throws a fastball, which is also a sinker, slider, and splitter. There we go.
Swing and a miss, and that'll retire the side. So Sam Matthews comes in, and he eliminates the threat. Runner stranded on third for the Scouts. They're not able to close off this lead. It's still 5-4 here from Grady's Field. The Joes lead.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joe's fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton.
New pitcher in for Xenia, and that is Lane Peters, the sophomore southpaw out of Sanford, Michigan. Member of the college with my favorite mascot in all the land, plays his college ball for the Delta State Fighting Okra down in Cleveland, Mississippi. He appeared in 9 games for them this year, pitched 11 2/3 innings, allowing 17 hits, 18 earned runs, walking 16, striking out 12.
So Kyle Lane goes 2 innings pitched, gave up 2 earned runs, 3 hits, no strikeouts, a walk, and then hit 2 batters. Oh,
this one is crushed out to left field, but it's pulled foul. Cole Becker is the batter for the Joes.
And his pants are still all the way up to his mid-thighs. You can probably see on your screen.
That one's a good breaking ball in there for strike 2. They almost look like women's jorts.
Yeah.
He's got the black leggings underneath.
They're borts.
Borts. This one's hit well out to center field, but able to track it down and make the play is Ben Weaver. So maybe his legs were hot, but he, cooling them down didn't do too much for him at the plate. So he flies out to center, and that'll retire the first out of the inning. Luke Arnold comes up, who walked in his last appearance. First pitch to him is outside.
I think Hopewell might be warming up over there. It is a right-handed pitcher, but we have a couple fences that's blocking our view to get the number and get a good view of who's warming up there on the right side for the Joes.
Yeah, you were talking about it, Sam, with me in the beginning, or in the middle of this inning, rather, while we were in commercial, as the 2-0 pitch is fouled back to the screen by Arnold, that Tyler Thaman may have just let Sam Matthews take that final batter as part of his bullpen and then still let him start tomorrow and put in a new pitcher in the bottom of the 8th, maybe let Chase Hopewell go 2 innings. The 2-1 pitch is up high for the 3rd ball.
Luke Arnold trying to reach base for the 3rd time today. A single and walk to his credit.
And this next one's inside, and it will walk Luke Arnold. So 2 walks in the game for him, and now a base runner aboard for Victor Valderrama with 1 out in the 8th. Valderrama reached on a fielder's choice his last time up.
But not for long, because...
Yeah, and then he would eventually get caught kind of confused on whether or not the runner at second was out or not. And that ended up costing him. He got tagged out to end the inning on that same play. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1.
Got an RBI out of it, though.
He did get an RBI, and that's the difference right now. Next pitch in there, low part of the zone for the first strike. And this next one inside, so the count now 2-1. Lane Peters walked 16 in his 11 2/3 inning pitched for the Fighting Okra. I just slid that stat in there so I get to say Fighting Okra again. Next pitch on the way. This one hit off the handle high in the air to right center. I think Valderrama's going to regret swinging at that one. It's caught by Ben Weaver. That one was in on the hands. Valderrama decided to give it a go anyway, and he flies out to center for the second out of the inning. So it'll be Evan Ulrich for the Joes, who's 0 for 3. 2 flyouts to right and a ground out to first to his name today. And now with a runner on first and 2 outs, trying to extend the Joes' lead here. Or at least get on base for Michael Decker, who's 1 for 3 and on deck. First pitch to Ulrich. Bit of like a 3/4 sidearm type delivery on that one. Misses high for the first ball. One-0 pitch. Runner goes. Throws on its way. It's a good one, and it slots right into the glove of Michael Bernhardt, who already had his glove on Luke Arnold when he caught that ball. So that was an easy tag for him. Nice play there behind the plate by Matt McNaney to retire the side. So the Joes don't plate any in the top of the 8th, and they're going to have to cling to this 1-run lead. We'll likely see a new pitcher in the bottom of the inning when we come back.
Joes.
Hungry Joes fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposely so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Back here at Grady's Field, Luke Westpoli, Sam Newcomb alongside. The Joes leading the Scouts by a 5-4 score. We're in the bottom of the 8th. And contrary to what we thought was going to happen, Sam Matthews back on the mound here in the bottom of the inning. Matthews came in for the final batter of that last one. He struck out Cole Stedman swinging. And now he will face Jacob Klein to start off the 8th. Slow delivery. First pitch slider outside for ball 1.
Yeah, Klein 2 for 3 today. Had a big RBI single. That scored 2.
Next pitch on its way. It's inside. Having to jump out of the way is Jacob Klein. Klein ahead in the count, 2-0. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. That one dies low right as Klein started swinging. Two-one now. Slow deal here from Sam Klein. This one chopped up the third base side.
Oh,
Klein could have let it go foul, and it actually did. Oh. He tried to make a Jeter-esque play over there to first, and it would have been a close play had that not been called dead.
I'll tell you what, if that was fair and the Joes would have gotten that out, that might be play of the year, because that is like an impossible throw from where he fielded that. He barehanded it, and then somehow, I mean, with him throwing sidearm on the mound, that maybe from that angle benefited him, but won't count. And the Scouts would have actually reached as Dietering was able to pick it off, but 2-2 the count now.
Fast delivery this time, and it fooled Jacob Klein.
See, I tell you what, he can go fast, he can go slow, and he doesn't walk batters. He he gets batters to swing and miss a lot of times. That's what makes him an effective pitcher on the rubber. He just keeps hitters off balanced with that sidearm delivery, and like we've talked about, he can go fast, he can go slow, he can go medium fast. I mean, he just has a bunch of speeds he can go.
First pitch foul tipped by Hogan Heck. Heck walked and came around to score in the slew of runs that came through back in the 6th inning for the Scouts, but outside of that, 0 for 2 today. Squares up a bunt and pulls it back once again, but that's a nice pitch in there for strike 2.
I mean, that pitch is like almost impossible to hit if you're a right-handed pitcher or right-handed hitter. I mean, that one starts at your hip and then just slides in with that sidearm delivery from Matthews.
Here comes the 0-2. It's grounded up the middle. Matthews sets and fires over to first, and what happened? There was a collision, and what's the call here? As I said earlier in the game, there's a pull in my way directly at first base. I can usually see what kind of play turns out anyway, but on that one I wasn't able to see what happened. There was a collision, but trotting back to the dugout is Hogan Heck, and I think he was retired.
Yeah, Heck just ran straight into teetering over there at first, but he's still retired for the second out of the inning.
Matt McNanan, the catcher, taking some practice swings now to the left of the batter's box and will now dig in. He was stranded on third to end that effort back in the 6th inning. First pitch to him is in there for strike 1. Next one's on its way, and it's way outside. Rolls all the way to the backstop. But it doesn't matter. There's no base runners. It's just going to be a ball. No harm, no foul. 1-1 the count. And Sam Matthews wants a new baseball, so he'll get it. One pitch. Swing and hit to the right side foul. That ball is over a couple of hills in the right side of Grady's field. There's probably 10 baseballs sitting at the foot of that hill on the other side. The 1-2's on its way. It's inside, but swinging and missing nonetheless is Matt McNanan, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for the Joe. Sam Matthews strikes out 2. They still hold on to their 5-4 lead. They'll get their final chance in regulation innings to extend it when we come back.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day. Offering a diverse range of senior living services, our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872. For years, they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
The ninth inning is set to begin here from Grady's Field. The Hamilton Joes leading the Xenia Scouts 5-4. Evan Ulrich takes the first pitch out to right foul. We took a look at that collision play over at first during the last break, and it looked like it was because the throw to Matt Dietering over at first as Ulrich fouls this one back to the screen. Looked like it was a little bit to Matt Dietering's left, which caused him to go into the base path, and then he made the catch, and there was a collision between him and Hogan Heck. This next one bounces past McNanan. The count is 1-2 to Evan Ulrich. Ulrich still searching for his first hit. This one's inside, and he dodges out of the way. The count's up to 2-2 now. Ulrich batting 133 coming into this game. He struggled a little bit at the plate, but the Joes have kept him in the lineup due to his really good performance in the field behind the dish.
Yeah, and he's the one calling all the pitches to the Joes pitching, and we already know how good the Joes pitching has been today.
Well, I mentioned his struggles at the plate. Maybe he heard me. He grounds this one over to the left side, and that's a single to start things off here and lead off the ninth.
Yeah, Joe's holding on to that one-run lead, 5-4, trying to add some insurance. I'm sure Sam Matthews will be back in the bottom half of the ninth to try to earn the save for the Joes and move to 5-2 on the season. But Michael Decker, who just got his first hit in his last at-bat for the Joes of the season, stranded at third, trying to get... Whoa, watch out.
This one's way over his head, and Ulrich will go easily. And now he's turning on second. Maybe thought about going to third, but he's not going to take the risky play. He'll stick at second.
It was over his head and like a couple of feet behind him. That wasn't even close. And Decker kind of stood there like, what did I just see go behind me?
Yeah, Decker didn't really move much. He just kind of watched it go by.
So he got his first hit. Let's see if he can get his first RBI of the season.
1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. We'll see if he gets the green light here.
I'm sure he will.
I'd imagine that he'd get a chance. He could punch one to the outfield, would likely score a run. But that's maybe not the pitch to do it. Still gets the strike zone, though. So the count's now 2-1.
I think Decker was a little frustrated with himself because that one was in his sweet spot.
The 2-1. This one hit hard out to right field. Is it fair? No, it is not. That one looked like it was to the right of the line, unfortunately for Michael Decker, but a hard hit ball nonetheless. That would have easily scored Evan Ulrich, and definitely would have been extra bases, maybe a triple for Decker.
Yeah, he hit that one hard, but just inches away from a double. Instead, he's now going to have to come up back to the plate with 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Decker readies for the 2-2. It's away, but he swings at it. He goes chasing on the outside after a rip foul, and so he will be retired. 1 away here in the ninth. Now Logan Castleman comes in, 0 for 2, 2 looking strikeouts since he has walked and been hit by a pitch. And we'll see if one of the Joe's best contact hitters can score a much-needed run here. He's going to punch this one off the hands out into right. Foul.
Yeah, Castleman doesn't have a hit on the day, but what he's done very good all season long, very good job, has been reaching base. He's worked a walk and then got hit in his last at-bat.
The 0-1, that was in the sweet spot, but just mistimed it a little bit for a strike.
Yeah, it was a little bit too late on that one, and now trying to avoid striking out for the third time today. Struck out in his first 2 at-bats in the first and third inning. Joes would love to score Ulrich over there at second to extend their lead to maybe 2.
Here comes the 0-2, swing and a miss by Castleman, and he's going to be frustrated with that one. Gives a couple taps to his bat, and there's 2 away here in the 9th. John Sanjul will come up now, reach base twice, a fielder's choice and a walk. 2 ground outs. Short are all he's had today in the first few innings, and then reach base twice in the 6th and 7th. Good pitch on the outside there from Peters for strike 1. Joes would really like to get an insurance run here. Up 1. The hits are now tied at 7-7. Next pitch on its way, and that fooled everybody in the entire stadium, I think, including myself. I thought that was going to be way inside, and it cuts into the zone for a strike. So now John Sanjul way behind at 0-2.
Just got to choke up and try to get the bat on the ball in some sort of way here. Make the defense work for the Scouts.
Runner goes, pitches outside. There's no one covering third base. And so sliding in safely is Evan Ulrich. Nice heads-up play from him. The count is now 1-2. And so now that basically that does guarantee that a hit would score a run. A hit would have likely scored a run anyway, but now you're just giving yourself some extra cushion. This next pitch is skied up off the inside of the bat. Is it going to get out of play? Yes, it will. It lands on top of the roof of the Scouts' dugout. Count still at 1-2. John Sanjul is the batter. 0 for 3 today, reached base twice on a fielder's choice and a walk. Had 2 hits yesterday to break out of a slump. Those were his first 2 as a Joe. Now looking for his first hit tonight. Could come at a big time. From the stretch, here's the 1-2. Breaking ball just off the inside corner. Thought that one was going to be called strike 3, and it wasn't. The fans here wanted Sanjul to be rung up, but he lives to fight another day.
It was close, but good call.
Here's 2-2. This one hit out to left field. It's going to pull foul.
Yep.
So Sanjul going opposite field on that one.
Sanjul doesn't strike out often. Only 1 strikeout on the season, and he's fighting off some pitches here with 2 strikes. Trying to score Ulrich over there at third with 2 outs in the 9th. Extend the Joes' lead to 2.
The 2-2 pitch. Grounded up to the pitcher. It's picked up, fired over to first. And Peters gets a big out. So the Joes strand 1 on third. They're not able to pick up the insurance run. Last 3 outs for the Scouts coming up when we come back. ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more,
All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping.
The bottom of the ninth here from Xenia. The Hamilton Joes leading the Scouts by a 5-4 score. And looking to close things out here is Sam Matthews. Luke Westpoli, Sam Newcomb alongside. Glad you could join us on this Saturday night. Joe's looking to get back in the win column. First pitch at the bottom of the ninth, in there for strike one.
Sam Matthews has faced 4 batters, has struck out 3, and the one that was put in play was a ground ball right back to him. So no hard hit balls from the Scouts when facing Matthews.
This one's a slider that just pushes off the plate for ball one. Here comes the 1-1. Chopper, and that one was in fair territory. Evan Ulrich made like a swim move over top of Michael Bernhardt to catch the ball, and Bernhardt didn't know where it was, and then Ulrich applied the tag, and now the third base coach for the Scouts going to have a conversation with the home plate umpire.
Yeah, heads up play by Evan Ulrich, making like a defensive end kind of move. He's from Ohio State, so he's seen really good football.
I know that pained you to say that, Sam.
Yeah.
As a Michigan and Indiana guy. Not too many guys have ties to 2 Big Ten teams.
It is strange for the folks at home. I'm from Michigan, go to school at Indiana University.
They're still going to call him out. So Bernhardt heads back to the dugout, and a frustrating at-bat for him as that ball traveled all but 2 feet before he was tagged out.
Maybe not even 2 feet.
Yeah, I mean, that one was literally, pretty much on home plate when...
So there's your 2 unassisted.
2 unassisted. How often do you see that?
Not very often.
Top of the order up. The final 2 outs the Scouts are down to. Ben Weaver looking to get things going. He took the first pitch for a ball. Now the second one's on its way. He fouls it off to the backstop. The 1-1 from the sidearm outside. The 2-1 is fouled off, hits the screen. And now we're up to 2-2. Tense here in the final moments. Weaver calls time, takes an extra second, and now we'll come back in. Here comes the 2-2 offering. It is grounded up the third base side, and it will get down. Going all the way to the warning track, rounding first and heading for second is Weaver, and he is aboard with a 1-out double. The Scouts have life in the ninth.
Good 2-strike getting there. Poking one down the left field line, and runner in scoring position. And it's up to Blake Emke. Possibly score him, and Jackson Van Zee, their best hitter on the team, is going to be on deck. So Matthews is going to have to go through the heart of the lineup and the Scouts' best hitters if he wants to earn the save tonight and give the Joes a win.
8th hit of the night for the Scouts, and it's a big one. Evan Ulrich will call time, go over to his pitcher and have a chat. There's one away here in the ninth. As you mentioned, Sam, Emke up now, Van Zee on deck. And then Mason Packwood in the hole. Ulrich still talking to Matthews, so he will now head back to home plate, and we will get to continue.
Ben Weaver 3 for 3, trying to steal bases this summer. It'd be a gamble if you want to go to third, but it would solidify his single scoring Weaver over there. Good
First pitch, and it's a good one, yeah. In there for strike one on the outside corner. Scouts looking to tie this game. Looking for their second win overall this season after picking up their first last night. Matthews fires. This is a grounder over to third, and it gets through. Into shallow right. There might be a play at home, and the throw is not in time. So a double for Blake Emke ties us up at 5 apiece. And now there's a runner in scoring position and one away, and who else but the Scouts' best hitter in Jackson Van Zee coming to the plate.
Wouldn't be surprised if they intentionally walk him here.
Yeah, you might as well intentionally walk. He's the best hitter. You could create a force play and potentially a double play ball as well that could send us to the 10th. But our game is tied. But it does look like they're going to pitch to Van Zee. First pitch to him is on its way, and it's inside.
The third baseman, Jackson Van Zee.
1-0 the count. Matthews pitching from the stretch with a runner on second. Here comes, big swing and a miss. Good pitch there from Matthews. Van Zee was fooled, and now the count's 1-1.
Van Zee struck out in his last 2 at-bats, 1 for 4 on the day. A single would probably win it for the Scouts, though.
I think the decision to not intentionally walk him shows you how much trust Tyler Thaman has in his pitcher, Sam Matthews. 1-1 offering outside. The remaining Scouts crowd who's still here is getting excited, cheering after every pitch. The count is 2-1. And Matthews is going to pull the knee up and then step off. Now we get the 2-1. And this one, bouncer over to the Scouts dugout. 2 strikes on Van Zee. Sam Matthews looking to retire the batter.
I don't understand why the outfield is playing so deep. I think they should be more in.
Yeah, not sure
because the winning run on second.
Yeah.
San Jules almost all the way to the warning track in left field.
Here comes the 2-2. It's outside. That fills the count up.
Matthews not a guy who walks many.
Maybe the biggest pitch of the game coming up.
A walk doesn't do much harm, though. But you would love to get the second out of the inning and retire Van Zee here with the count 3-2.
The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss from Van Zee. Great stuff there from Sam Matthews. He stays cool. And there's 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th.
Now it's going to be up to Mason Packwood, who's 1 for 4. He started the rally, which scored 4 runs for the Scouts in the 6th inning.
First baseman, number 21, Mason Packwood.
Packwood steps in. Now with 2 away, needs a hit to keep this inning alive. If not, we'll head to extras. Matthews deals. This one grounded up first base side, foul.
Outfielders still playing deep.
Packwood's a .222 hitter this season. 1 for 4 today. 0-1 pitch. On its way. This one hit out to center field into the gap. Running over is Sanjul, and he can make the play. Scary moment there if you're a Joes fan. That one was right in the gap. Sanjul's got speed, but he had to use all of it to get over there and make the play. And we will get some extra baseball. You like free stuff? I like free stuff. We'll head to the 10th. Our game tied 5-5 here from Xenia.
Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com.
Joes fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at cboxsports.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
We are here in extra innings from Xenia. New pitcher in the game for the Scouts after they tied it in the bottom of the 9th. That is Blake Emke, who's coming in to pitch after DHing in this game. Emke pitched earlier this year against the Joes. It was his only appearance. He went 1 2/3, allowing 2 hits, no runs. Didn't walk anyone or strike anyone out. The first hitter he'll face is the righty Braden Broom. Took a big cut and missed for strike 1. So the Joes, after giving up a run and almost giving up 2 in the bottom of that inning, maybe a little shell-shocked, but they've got to pick themselves up off the ground here and continue to play some baseball. Breaking ball catches the inside corner for strike 2.
Blake Emke pitched against the Joes in the first game last Sunday. He went 1 2/3, gave up no runs, 2 hits, no strikeouts, and no walks.
Next pitch is on the way and misses high. This is the 4th pitcher of the game for the Scouts after Aaron Plotkin, the starter, was pulled. This pitch just off the plate. The Scouts thought they were going to get a called strike 3 there. They don't get it. It's 2-2.
Second extra inning game for the Joes. Played an extra inning thriller against the Marlins, and that went 10 on Tuesday.
Next pitch on the way, and Broom swings at one in the dirt for strike 3.
It was way behind that one.
So now Matt Dietering comes in. He's 0 for 4.
The first baseman, number 10, Matt Dietering.
Matt's got some power, like we already mentioned, though. First pitch inside for ball 1. Yeah, Emke's got to be really careful not to hang one here, because we saw in BP that Dietering can put him over the fence. This one, though, is hit up high opposite field into left. Coming all the way over from short to make the play is Jacob Klein. Bit of a moment of panic there from the scouts, as there were 3 guys around it and they weren't sure if anyone was going to be able to get it. But Klein makes the play, and now there's 2 away here for Cole Decker.
Now batting number 18, the shortstop, Cole Becker.
So Becker has a single in this game. He's 1 for 4. Flown out to center twice. Popped out to first once.
He's hit the ball hard in 3 of his 4 at-bats.
Next pitch on the way, and it misses. So he's ahead in the count at 2-0. Worth mentioning, this will be the only normal inning that will be played for the remainder of this game should we keep going. The international rules will apply in the 11th and 12th, as this one's way up near the head. And leaning out is Becker, so he faces a 3-0 count. So the inning limit is 12. If we go through 12 innings, we're still tied. The game goes in as a tie.
And for folks that aren't familiar with the international rule, it's where each team will start with a base runner on second to start their inning.
3-0 pitch, and it's a 4-pitch walk. So Becker is aboard for the Joes, and now it's Luke Arnold, who is 1 for 2 with a single and 2 walks today, standing in on the left side.
I definitely think Cole Becker will be on the move here with 2 outs.
You got to think you'd want to put a runner in scoring position. Not on the first pitch, though. This one just misses. Looked like it was going to catch that outside corner, but it does not. Ball 1.
So 5 straight balls thrown from Emke after he got the first 2 Joes out.
That one does get the outside corner for the first strike. Thought maybe Arnold would get the red light until he gets a strike pitched to him, as Emke struggled in that last at-bat after retiring the first 2 batters of the inning. The 1-1, but hold on just a second. We'll go over to first before. Now we'll get the 1-1 for real. And this one is in there for a strike. And a delayed steal there from Cole Becker catches McNaney completely off guard. So he moves into scoring position, but now 2 strikes on Luke Arnold.
Come on, Luke.
If he's able to poke this one out into the outfield, would likely score a run. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. High in the air, and it had a lot of break on it, but just missed up high for ball 2. That one out of the hand looked like it was going to be over the head of McNaney, and instead broke all the way down and was almost a strike. Here comes the 2-2. And batting this one off, surviving, is Luke Arnold.
Arnold 1 for 4 on the day. Had an RBI single. Or no, he had a single and then came around to score the first run of today's game for the Joes.
Battling here in the 10th. Now he'll call time. We'll go at it again. 2-2. The pitch. Surviving again. Arnold done a good job in the batter's box to keep his at-bat alive. See if he can put one in play here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, once again. Here comes. This one hit hard out to left, but it's pulled just too far foul. We've seen a number of those tonight from both teams, just some really hard-hit balls that aren't able to make it into the field of play. And now we'll get a conversation between Matt McNaney and his pitcher, Blake Emke. I got to say, if Arnold could get an RBI single here, that would be one of the best at-bats of the season for the Joes. He's really battled well in this at-bat. The count's still 2-2, though. Emke still has a ball to give. So here comes the 2-2, fresh out of the conference. Up high. Emke does give that ball, and now we're full with 2 outs.
Valderrama on deck.
Valderrama singled back in the 5th. (3-2). The payoff. Here we go. Whoa, what was that? It is way out of the way for ball 4. And advancing incredibly is Cole Becker. What happened there? That was closer to third. That was closer to third base than it was to home. Yeah, that ball just got away, and now runners on the corners for Victor Valderrama. I guess in terms of just 1-run scoring, it doesn't really change much because a single would likely score a run anyway, but now that means that Arnold is aboard with a base on balls.
Come on, Victor.
Victor Valderrama. First pitch to him inside.
Evan Ulrich, the catcher, on deck for the Joes.
Ulrich still looking for his first hit of the day.
Emke's been a little bit all over the place.
1-0 pitch in the dirt. Bouncer that's kept in front of McNaney. He's got to be careful here because now that the runner does take third, a wild pitch could mean the Joes take the lead.
If you're Valderrama, you're sitting fastball here with the count 2-0.
Here comes the 2-0. In there for strike 1. The Scouts dugout giving their man Blake Emke some words of encouragement from the left side. Struggled a little bit in the last at-bat. Now he's looking to retire Valderrama, who hits this one high in the air out to right. Charging in and making the grab to end the inning is Michael Bernhardt. So the Joes strand 2. They're not able to do anything in the top of the 10th run-wise, and they're going to have to try and survive in the bottom of the inning when we return. This is Joe's Baseball on YouTube.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008. If you're looking for an industry...
Joe's baseball past bedtime on this Saturday night. Sam Newcomb and I are glad you could join us and stay up late with us. We are in the bottom of the 10th. Our score, Joe's 5, Scouts 5. The Joes stranded 2 runners in the top of that last inning, and now we will see the closer, Chase Hopewell, coming in to try to shut the Scouts down and keep the Joes' hopes for a win alive. Cole Steadman will lead things off in the bottom of the 10th. The right fielder is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a walk in today's game, rather. First pitch to him just misses low for a ball. Hopewell from the windup delivers the 1-0 pitch, and it's inside for ball 2. Cole Steadman, one of the most experienced players in the Scouts lineup today, in a big moment here in the bottom of the 10th. Faces a 2-0 count. The pitch from Hopewell. It's grounded over second base side. Broom scoops, sends over. That's out number 1. Solid at-bat there for Chase Hopewell. He's able to retire the first runner. Went off to a bit of a rocky start, but a pitch in the strike zone low means a ground out. Chase has been fantastic for the Joes this season. Coming in late innings. He's come into a closer role for the Joes. Jacob Klein, the shortstop. Faces pitch number 1. Check swings, and they go over to first, and he pulled it back in time. Or he didn't go around, I guess I should say. That one wasn't too close. The 1-0 pitch is on its way. Swing and a miss on a nice off-speed offering there from Chase Hopewell.
Klein 2 for 4 in the day, 2 singles. Struck out in his last at-bat in the 8th inning.
Hopewell deals the 1-1. Fouled off, hits the metal roof here over the top of the stands at Grady's Field. Ball goes back onto the field. Evan Ulrich gets a new ball. 1-2 now with 1 away. Here comes the next pitch. This one's hit well out to left field. Sanjul turning in to try and make the catch, and he cannot. It is down, so it's going to be extra bases. Getting over to second is Jacob Klein. A big hit from him, and he's aboard with a 1-out double.
Sanju is playing so deep out there, and that one should be a routine fly out, but with how deep he's playing, he had to come charging in and dove and couldn't get it. Now runner on second, the winning run for the Scouts.
Hopewell threw the ball over to first, and they touched the base. I don't know if they're saying that the batter didn't touch first or not. The umpire out in the field said safe. So I don't think this is going to be an issue, and it's not. The Joes, I guess, just trying to get an out. Hogan Heck, 0 for 3 with a walk today. First pitch, no-look delivery from Hopewell, but it's a good pitch in there for strike 1. Heck's got kind of a small frame in the righty batter's box. Tight stance.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything at the plate, though. 0 for 3. Leaned in to a hit by pitch. In the 6th, came around to score. but no hits on the day for Heck.
Another no-looker from Hopewell. This time he misses outside. And this is a big batter for Hopewell, because if he's able to retire him, then that would make 2 outs in the inning. That would require a hit to score a run. This next one's on the way, and it misses low. 2-1 our count. 5-5 our score. Hogan Heck steps back in. Here comes the pitch. He swings and misses at 1 in the dirt, and now the count's 2-2. Matt McNaney, the catcher's on deck for the Scouts. 1 for 3. The 2-2. And did he go around? Ooh. He did, I think. Yeah, he did. So strike 3. Bit of an odd sequence there. Heck swings at 1 in the dirt. It bounces, and Ulrich picked it up and tagged him just to be safe. And Heck did go around. So now there's 2 away here for Matt McNaney, with a runner on second. A hit could win the game.
2 singles, 2 strikeouts for McNaney.
First pitch, breaking ball in there for strike 1. Nice offering there from Hopewell. From the stretch, Hopewell thought about dealing, and now the runner went initially. There's no one covering second base right now, and now the play goes into the outfield. And so reaching third after a pickoff from Hopewell worked is Jacob Klein. The pickoff worked beautifully. He caught Klein stealing, but after a throw to second base, a base that no one was covering for the Joes, the ball skitters into the outfield, and now Klein advances to third.
Yeah, Hopewell just needs to take a deep breath, probably a little bit frustrated after looked like he had Jacob Klein caught in between second and third, but he's able to advance on the errant throw.
So now with 2 outs, a single guarantees a win for Xenia. The count is 0-1. First pitch gets away. Coming home and sliding in safely is Jacob Klein, and the Scouts walk it off. So they come back in the bottom of the 9th inning, score a run, and tie the game. And after some mistakes from the Joes in the field, Jacob Klein, who hit a 1-out double, comes around to score, and the Scouts take this one 6-5.
Yep, Ulrich just couldn't get in front of that one, and Xenia takes 2 straight after beating the Marlins tonight. And now the Joes drop 2 in a row to the Jazz and Scouts, who are dead last in the South Division. So 2 tough losses for the Joes, but got to rebound and get back to your winning ways tomorrow against the Marlins at Foundation Field.
So as you mentioned, the Joes dropped to 4-3 on the year, a 2-game losing skid for them. And the Xenia Scouts, how about this? After an 0-5 start, have won 2 straight. The Joes will host the Ohio Marlins tomorrow before a doubleheader with the Ohio Bison on Tuesday. And the Xenia Scouts will head to Newark to battle the Ohio Bison tomorrow and then host the Cincinnati Steam for a doubleheader on Tuesday. So, for my partner Sam Newcomb, all of our hardworking crew here at the Hamilton Joes, we'd like to say thank you so much for watching here on this Saturday night. Joes drop a tough one in extras, 6-5 your final. We'll see you tomorrow.